Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three prideful pridelings that were here a couple weeks ago. In the bottom left, we have Regan Belladonna, Academy Wizard, played by Char.
White is not a good color on me, but it was the only rainbow shirt I had, and it's a gay cowgirl. She's riding a horse. And it's from a gay bagel place.
Ooh, I love gay bagels. They're my favorite. In the bottom middle, we have Mayhem, human vigilante fighter, played by Will.
I guess why were we all like prideful again?
Because it's Pride Month.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were like Pride Lords or something. I was gonna say, okay. So I do have this. Okay.
Oh my God, where's Karzook?
That's I was thinking that. I'm sorry, I'm in Pathfinder mode. I mean, gay things are already happening amongst us. I didn't really recognize the additional gay things that happened for June, but
it's not any different here. We'll be just as queer as before.
Indeed.
And bottom right, Felix Milos, Maestro Bard, played by Alex. Hello.
Hello. See, I tried to find my search that had all of the possible colors.
There you go.
Like it.
Excellent. And let's see. So last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers made their way into Old Corvosa following the rather shocking murder of the head of the Sable Company, Marcus Endrin. So you had attended the what was supposed to be the execution of Dr. Davalus, the evil doctor behind, or at least partially behind, the recent plague. And though that did happen, it also came with a sudden sort of pseudo-declaration of martial law by the Queen Iliosa, who was decked out in her new, beautiful red gown and striking new golden crown. And she was accompanied by her brand new seneschal, Togomir? I think that's his name. Togomor. So she announced her new seneschal, Togomor, announced that the Corvosan Guard would be getting rapidly stripped of its duties in favor of passing those duties over to the Grey Maidens, who are fully under the Queen's control. And the Sable Company, which was a sort of semi-independent Marine Corps that operated within Corvosa, they have been fully disbanded. And Marcus did not take too lightly to that and reacted poorly. And unfortunately, despite landing a direct headshot on the Queen, did not seem to fell her, and she took her revenge rather swiftly. And in the chaos that followed, you met up with Cressida Croft, who urged you to see if you could find Vencarlo Orsini, who is currently somewhere in Old Corvosa. He's been investigating the disappearance of the previous seneschal, who he believes, who both he and Cressida Croft believe may know something about what's going on with the Queen. Why is she doing this? And potentially is the only person who has any kind of legal authority left in the Corvosan Charter who could somehow oppose her. So, intent on trying to make contact with your good friend, you snuck your way into Old Corvosa via the sewers, recruiting a were-rat friend of yours to lead the way. And when you emerged, you explored the upper portions of this the old city, dodged some roving gangs that seemed to be mobbing about the place, and found the academy burned down. The Orsini Sword Academy, the Sword Fighting Academy, whatever he calls it, that thing. You find it burned down. That being a bit strange, you decide to head to Vencarlo's house, which you found curiously empty, save for the fireplaces on both floors seem to be active. So you kind of made your way through, went up to the top floor, and as Felix was kind of kneeling down, checking out some weird substance he found on the floor, which he determined to be like residual alchemist's fire, suddenly the door behind him opened, and out burst a Red Mantis assassin, wearing their trademark boiled red leather armor in the shape of or the full guise of a mantis, with two sawtooth sabers at his hilt, or at her hilt rather. I believe this is a female assassin. She shouted out that it is time for you to die, Vencarlo Orsini. And that, I think, is where we shall begin. So let's go ahead and do that. And could... yeah, let's go ahead and get initiative rolls, please.
All right, perception. Whew, okay.
Got my ones out of the system now.
Okay, there we go. All right. So, looks like we've got Mayhem at the top with a 35, reacting quickly. Then the Assassin with 25, Regan with 23, and Felix with 15. Okay, so the door has burst open. This assassin has come out and said, "Prepare to die."
Okay, we're going to have to do something about that, so we'll move in front of Felix, just in case he's. Out of curiosity, which direction did the door open into? My direction or towards into the room where the assassin is?
It opened into the room with the assassin.
Okay, so probably a little hard to get that to close, so I'm not going to worry about closing the door.
Currently the assassin, if you were to try to close the door, like, the assassin's currently in the way.
Then we will not worry about that. Instead, we will head up and just start by striking him with our nightstick to see if we can knock some sense into him. Or them, I should say. 27 to hit.
27 is a miss. You swing with the nightstick, and both of her hands are actually empty, and she like raises a hand to kind of like block the nightstick in like with her wrist.
Then we will step back into a dueling parry and prepare for any sort of incoming damage.
Okay. You're not. She hisses under her breath. Who are you? And as she says that, she will go to draw with one hand one of her sawtooth blades.
Mm-hmm.
Do you react to that or no?
Yes, I will go ahead and react to that, I think.
Okay.
Debating. Gonna see if she was gonna move or not, but we will strike out at her. That button. That is a 36 to hit.
36 will hit the assassin.
Okay,
Roll
so
damage.
not going to disrupt, unfortunately, but that will still deal 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, yeah, you catch her guard down as she's reaching for her blade. She does manage to draw it, but you do hit her directly in the shoulder, or like above her breast. Then with her backhand, she reaches behind herself to grab something from her belt, twists, and third action rolls something under your feet. Oops, did not mean to do that. I warped her. Yeah, she rolls something under your feet. Tumble, tumble, tumble. A little vial goes tumbling under your feet, Mayhem, then Felix's, and then into the fire behind you.
Oh, that's probably bad.
There is a sudden burst, and
Ooh.
Let's see if the fire gonna work. That doesn't work on one of the monitors, but
Oh gosh.
I've got animation on the first one that went down. These other two do not have
the other
animation.
ones aren't animating. Darn,
Yeah.
They're not.
my fire.
But that first one that you went down is pretty cool, at least on
Yeah.
my screen.
Let's see. Come on, fire. Let's go. Go, fire, go. Okay, so the fire explodes. Maybe I can. Can I? There we go. That work?
That is now animated. Both of those.
Yep, I have
That
3
third one is also
animated
animated.
fires.
All right.
It's coming through for us. I don't know if it's coming through on the stream, but
Yeah, it's not coming through on the stream for some reason. Why is that? Oh, I have to click on the stream. Okay, that worked.
oh, there it goes.
All right, so 4 spaces burst into flame.
Oh
Um,
gosh. One of those is
And
Felix.
that is her 3 actions. Regan. The floor catches fire, and you can see the fire spreading quickly. At the end of the round, all fire spaces will spread once.
You're muted right now.
All
Oh
right.
yes, you are muted.
I could see them going and being animated, but nothing was coming through.
Well, quick question.
Yes.
Majenko's there. Do I have to use an action for him to like move with me, or will he just?
No, I'm assuming that Majenko is kind of like on your shoulder or something
Okay.
currently.
I was making sure I don't have to maneuver that.
Yeah, by default, I assumed your familiar is like on you somewhere. I think we just have him here just for the purposes of moving him around easily.
So, for Mayhem's sake, poor Felix is just in the middle of fire. So sorry, Felix, but Regan is going to cast haste on Mayhem. Because someone
how
should
it
have
is.
it.
Oh shoot! I actually forgot that the assassin was actually quickened. They are going to get one more attack in.
Oh,
So
wait.
they had to throw the vial. They will do one attack with AP against Mayhem with the Sawtooth Saber.
Okay.
But that's a 26, which is a miss. You do manage
right.
to parry it.
Well, now we're on even footing, I guess. Thank you.
But all right, you say some magic words, and a swirling mist curls around Mayhem and speeds him up.
Yeah. Yep. And
For
I
action?
personally don't want to be in the fire room, so she's going to start. She's like, oh, we should get out of the fire room. Everyone get out of the fire room. And she's going to start moving down, but not go. Because I don't want to go all the way.
Yes, you don't have dark vision, right? So it is dark
Nope.
downstairs.
So she starts going. She's like, maybe I should
Don't
wait a
worry, it
little
won't be
bit
dark for long
for the
at this
fire
rate.
to come downstairs with me so then I can see. Well, Majenko's
Right.
here as well. Eventually, I might give him movement so I can hold onto his tail and just go. But she like walks down and then is like kind of fumbling at the stairs, and that's where she kind of ends her turn.
All right.
Like, oh, geez. So it's real dark down here.
Felix, I need a reflex save from you at the start of your turn.
Cool,
Yep,
cool, cool,
yep.
cool, 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 cool.
23 is a failure. Sorry. Is that better? One second. That might not be better. Yeah, it is a failure. Only just. So should really have this as like a macro or something. Ooh.
Ah!
Oof.
So
That is-
13 points of fire damage. as the flames burst out from the fireplace and just burn your back. They're currently kind of behind you, but quickly spreading across the floor.
Cool. I'm gonna go out the window.
Oh, that's so much faster than what I was doing.
It's definitely faster, but
I have boots. I could just run down the side of the building.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking like yes, it'll definitely get you outside faster, but ow.
Yeah, I'm
Especially
going
after just that.
straight out that window. I the idea that I'm gonna walk down the side of the building.
Okay. So it'll be like one action to move to the building, or move to the window. I was like that. Second action to like climb outside the window. And how are you like going down to the ground level, or I don't remember how you're what's the name of your shoes, the boots?
Boots are free running. For 1 minute, I can run up or down vertical surfaces.
If you end off the ground, you must stride along the surface again until you reach a horizontal surface, or you begin to fall.
So yeah, I need to. I can't like stay on the side of the building. As funny as that would be.
Okay, so with 3, I'll let getting out of the window be one action. So, or be part of your movement to the window. So move to the first action is to activate the boots. Then, second action is to move to and get out the window. Third action is to stride down to the ground.
Yes.
Okay, so you're now on the ground level outside the house.
Yeah, watching it probably rapidly catch fire. Cool.
Okay.
That was a smarter move than what I did, which was the stairs.
Felix's turn.
Yes, I was going to say.
Before Mayhem's turn, we have the spread of fire.
Cool.
Let's see. So we get
so bright.
1, 2, 3. I hope this is not gonna go too crazy, but we'll see.
See how happy it is about this.
Sure, we'll spread to there, and there. Yeah, we'll get 3 fire spreads. The 4th one's already surrounded, so. Okay, so the fire spreads. Mayhem, it is your turn.
Initially, I was going to make a recall knowledge check using firefighting to see if this was a containable blaze. I no longer even feel like it's worth bothering with that. I don't think it's a containable blaze. Yikes. Okay. I think we're going to go for a trip on this assassin real quick.
Okay.
See if we can take her down. Trip. That one.
Ooh.
And that is a 37.
That will succeed. You sweep the leg and knock the assassin down to a knee. She doesn't like fully fall. You just like kick her leg out from under her, and she like drops down into a kneeling position.
All right. We'll go ahead and just take another swing at her and see if we can do some damage with our second quickened action.
Okay.
Don't know if it'll even connect. Does not. 21 looks like it's a miss.
21's a miss.
Okay.
There's 2 ways out of this building. Pick one.
Third action is going to be a step to the north. Trying to see if I can get away from her safely. I don't know if that will be enough, because I will then have to move with a stride down the stairs to see Regan there.
Okay.
It's so
yeah,
dark.
you peel away
geez.
from the assassin carefully, not wanting to give up any weaknesses in your guard, and you round the corner and find Regan there at the corner of the stairs.
Big
Shit.
eyes, but no dark vision for kitties. So she has very wide pupils.
Okay, great. I'm gonna then just kind of turn around and won't be quite ready to take on a full defensive position. unfortunately. So we will just
Okay.
hopefully deal with it when
God.
she comes around the corner. Yeah.
All right. You hear from downstairs a door opening
No.
and footsteps rapidly. 5, 10.
I'm just a
Running
wizard.
up the stairs, and in the dark, another figure swings with a blade at
Out
Regan.
the window. Out the
I'm
window.
just a wizard.
That's a 28, which will
Will hit, not crit.
will hit. Yes, or they have dark vision. So you roll darkness thing.
What's that noise?
This is sneak attack though.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
That doesn't seem the worst.
22 points of slashing damage plus d6 minus 2 bleed. Oh, that should just be a d6 bleed. Why did I? Oh, sure, d6 minus 2. That's fine. I'll do it that way.
Oh, Majenko took damage by accident. Sorry, buddy.
There, I can undo
That
it.
wasn't
There
for you.
you go. Okay, that was their 3 actions. The other assassin strides out 5, 10, 15 towards you, Mayhem, trapping or wedging you and Regan here in the staircase between 2 assassins, it seems. And they are going to attack. Sorry, they just ran out.
They were prone, so they did have to
They were
stand
prone.
first.
Yeah, sorry, they had to stand first. They'll use their quickened action to stride. Then, how does this work? Okay, yeah. They will. They have to draw. Okay, sorry. Action order. Important. They have 4 actions. First, they draw their second Sawtooth Saber. Then they stand. Then they stride over towards you as their quickened action. And now they're going to do an attack. So they did have to. They did not step. So technically, moving between these 2 spaces does trigger.
Oh, okay. Then as they're
Ready,
moving in
strike.
front of me, I'm going to take a quick whack at them. Might as well. That's probably 32.
Yeah, 32 hits.
Oh, great. Okay. No chance of disruption anyway, so nothing to worry about there. But another 17 points of bludgeoning damage as we just kind of whack her upside the head as she rounds the corner. We weren't prepared to be defensive. We were prepared to be offensive in this moment.
So you smack her in the helmet as she rounds the corner there, but she does, with both her blades in hand, she's going to form an interesting maneuver. She kind of bobs and weaves, swinging both the sabers with backhandedly, as if they were like mantis arms. And let's see, this is a deception check against you. What is your will
perception?
save or perception?
Oh, my
DC,
will
perception
save.
DC.
Perception DC is 26.
36 is a crit. So you are off guard, as you have no idea what she's doing. It's a very strange movement. But she catches you off guard here, and then does her strike. 23 is not going to hit, though. Just barely misses. As she swings both blades, you just manage to kind of dodge right in time, avoiding both attacks. Regan,
It is me, isn't it? Oops, I was
you're
reading.
sandwiched between 2 mantises.
Oh, I'm just a little wizard. Let's see.
And you can't delay until after me because I'm at the top of the order.
It's a very crunchy sandwich.
Yeah. Felix is doing really well, though. If Felix
you-
lives,
Do you have tumble abilities at all? Any
Yeah,
acrobatics training?
I have acrobatics.
Okay.
It's
It would
not the
going
top.
towards the fire.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I guess you could
think
try going down the
that's-
stairs technically, but
Let me see. 5, 10, 15. So when I tumble
Well-
and I succeed, does it just work as part of like a movement action still?
Yes. Tumble through itself. Whoops. Not that. Keep clicking on the stairs. Tumble through. There we go.
Okay.
It is its own action, and on success, your movement through enemy spaces is difficult terrain.
Okay. So it would be 2 actions to like get to the mantis lady by the fire and get through her.
The tumble through uses so it is a full stride.
Okay.
So you would tumble through from where you are
Okay,
if
so
you're
then it
trying
would
to
be
go in
1.
her direction, and then so
Yeah.
you would spend the first 5 feet going through Mayhem space, then another 10 feet going through her space, and then however many
Finish
feet
my
you want to use
move.
to go past.
Okay, cool. I will try and do that. My
Okay.
acrobatics.
Yeah, it's basically a special stride.
Special stride for special me.
I guess what you're supposed to do actually is pick your movement path first.
Okay.
Um,
So how many? So this would be 15, and my movement speed is 25, 15,
it's 15 to
20,
get to
25. So I'm gonna end up by the door. Yeah.
Okay.
In my first turn.
So go ahead and now roll it, and if you fail, then you would you'd get stopped early.
Okay.
Before you can get through her space.
Might end up re-rolling this if it sucks.
Hey,
Hey,
That's a good roll, though.
32.
32 is good. This is against their reflex DC.
reflex? Yes, I believe
It's like
so.
almost the best I could do.
Sorry, I'm blanking on. Oh yeah, okay, yes, that is a success.
Okay.
But not a
Sweet.
critical success. So yeah, you not that crit matters here. But yeah, you managed to like dodge past Mayhem, slip through the mantis's clutches, and run out around towards the bedroom door, and all the fire and the window.
Mayhem does go after me, so
So it was
do
action
more
1.
movement. Yep, we're moving in 5, 10, 15. Here's the window.
So I'll
How?
allow 20 to be. Oh, if you want to, what's your plan? Are you jumping out?
I am jumping out this window. It will probably
Okay.
do less damage to me than whatever they're going to do.
So yeah, it'd be 1 additional action to jump out the window.
Woo!
it's
I
also
jumped.
probably going to be damage to me because you're going to fall on.
Sorry, Felix. Here I come.
Not
unless this
necessarily.
works.
I mean, maybe,
You have
maybe
a
she
ring.
like goes for a longer jump and is going over you,
I
like
mean-
more towards the street.
If
Telling myself.
if I heard her coming, I would try to like. probably
So that
not
would be
success.
jumping out the window. I'm gonna say arbitrarily it's 15 feet. I don't want to math. So you would take 10 points of fall damage. I think you have catfall or something similar.
I don't. Oh, I have land on your feet. I can't. I'm not
okay.
prone when I get to the bottom. And I don't think that the ring of gentle landing counts as like a reaction. I think this is you need. Oh no, it is a reaction.
It is a reaction.
Okay, yeah, I used my ring to not
Okay.
explode.
All right. Well,
That
jumping
would
out of the window, you float down carefully as you rub the ring quickly, and yeah, you manage to land just past
Oh.
Regan, or just past Felix on the ground.
My child is inside, I think. My
I assume.
familiar.
yeah.
Come.
Come
He
with
flutters a bit.
me. Just checking.
All right, hello. There
right,
he is.
Machinko's with you.
I would never abandon you,
All right.
but I
Out
would
the window
have
you went.
apparently.
And at the end of your turn, I believe you take some damage.
Oh yeah, I'm bleeding.
Looks like 2 points of bleed,
That's fine.
as that sawtooth saber really did cut into your skin under
Ow.
the fur. And give me a recovery check.
Oh yeah.
Excuse-
Let's go.
Hey.
Ooh, a 19.
All right. Yeah, as you land, that seems to be the end of that wound. It's healed up a little bit. Felix.
Cool. I'm glad to see Regan. 2/3 of our problem solved. I'm going to. I think it is. I did the math. It's 2 actions to get me over to here, and a third to
Towards the front
open.
door. Okay.
Yeah, towards the front door, and a third to open the door.
Yep, sounds right to me. So you circle
Um,
around back to the front door and open it.
Yep. So now he's got a way. Tully's got a way out if he can make it here.
All right.
If he remembers how to get out.
Oh, there's 2 of them, Felix. Because I guess Felix doesn't know.
I didn't know. Yeah.
As Mayhem's turn starts, or at the in between rounds, get 4 more fire. 4.
Is it strange that I'm tempted to still go through the window?
No, that's what I would
No,
do.
that's actually hilarious.
It is actually more that I just don't have a good way. It is more action efficient to do that. I just have to run through fire. Because I see that it is now spread to cover enough of the floor that anywhere in there is going to be a problem.
Yes.
Does all the fire
is
get
very
you?
rapidly spreading.
Or is
Sorry,
it
what was
just
that?
one? Does all the fire get you if you run through it, or is it just one?
Yes, every space of
Fire.
fire
Oh, that's real.
that
rough.
you either
Never
start your
mind.
turn in or move through.
Well, how much damage did the last fire do?
That was 16 points of damage to me.
It was not good. It was like 2d8, I think. And if that's every space, that could be bad. Okay. I really liked that plan, though.
You would know how to run through fire.
I think we're gonna have to take the
Fireman.
chance. I don't like it, but we're gonna have to take the chance. Turning back towards the mantis here on the top stairs, we're going to try and shove her into the fire behind her to
Okay.
make some space. A 29.
That is a
that is-
success.
All right, so that
So
will
you
push her
back
5 feet,
5.
and we will take that stride action along with her as we can. I don't know if that triggers the any sort of attack from behind me though.
No, it seems like they're not quite quick enough to do reactive strikes. Based
Great.
on their fighting style so far.
So far, at least, they're devious enough that I still have some concerns, but we're still going to keep going. Our quickened action now is to run. 5,
Run.
10, 15. I don't know if I can go through this square or not, so
Yeah, not quite. There's like a weapons
Yeah.
rack there.
15, 20. So I've run through 2 squares of fire.
Yeah,
And
go ahead and
we'll-
give me 2 reflex saves.
All right. Reflex save 1.
To get a bonus for being a fireman.
Mm.
No.
Yeah.
That's Tully. This is
Oh
Mayhem.
yeah,
Who's-
they're different.
Who's that?
All right. So 29 on the first reflex save, only a 19 on the second.
The 29 is a success. The 19 is a failure. So let's see. That's
Full spread.
That would be half and full. So I'm just gonna make that 3d8 total.
And I just take the total.
Yeah, just take the total there. So 8 points of fire damage
Not bad.
Ugh.
as you run through the flames and make it to the window.
And,
you
so
take
we
a
will
leap
continue with
action to jump out.
Yes. And we will jump down.
I'd laugh if
And we
you
have
landed
nothing
on
to
me.
soften our fall, and we land prone.
All right, 10 points of
Oh.
bludgeoning damage, and you're prone.
Oh, Tully, hello.
Roll 10.
I got
Or not Tully, excuse me. Mayhem.
that place is going up very quickly. That was push, get to the window and jump, and I guess I think my last action then will be to stand. I don't know if I have an action addition to that, but I think
Okay.
that should do it.
All right. The assassins.
Get away from the door.
Okay.
I'm considering how firmly I close this door. Oh shit!
Shadow moves through the dark, running
That's what I was
towards
afraid
you,
of.
Felix. Initially, you think, "Oh, good, that's Mayhem," and then you realize that Mayhem has just jumped out the window
With
to
a
your
thud.
left. And as the shadow moves into the light, you realize that it is another of these assassins, and they will
so
do their
fast.
prayer attack.
God
Um,
damn.
So let's see, they get to feint on you. Deception.
I mean, if they pass
check.
out, that'll make our lives
Their
easier.
Will DC
Are you okay? Ow.
33. Your will DC is 24, so that's a success. So you are off guard to this attack. And then they get to do their attack. Let me. Oh, I see. Okay. Swing. Oh. They really, really surprised you. That is a 40, which is definitely a crit.
Do you want to activate a harrow?
I can. Which thing would help me in this moment? I was actually scrolling up to go look at them.
There was one of the harrows. The vision, I believe, is the one that might be useful in this moment.
The vision is currently active. I don't remember if I set our hero cards at the start of the episode, but we have the Waxworks, the Midwife, and the Vision.
What does the vision do?
You can
It would
always
negate
control
this
space to
attack.
find it.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah. All strikes or critical misses against you.
There we go.
Yeah, I would like to activate the vision.
Okay. And that is a neutral card, so that'll cost 3 points, which is all of your points.
Worth it.
But you realize at the last moment, there's like a flash of one of the hero cards in your mind's eye. I think the one that has the insect on it. I forget which one it is off the top of my head. Where is it? I'm pretty sure there's one that has the insect. There's either the cricket or should be cool thematically. Maybe the tyrant. I swear there was an insect. Oh, actually, you know what? It's the fiend. The image of the fiend pops into your mind, but instead of this kind of red demon, it is an insect, a large mantis. And you see the mantis kind of flying towards you, and you instinctively step back before the shadow has revealed itself. And you take no damage. The other assassin. Let's see. They will... And they will also jump out the building. Let's see, they need to roll their reflex save.
They also started fire.
First. They did start fire, yes. There's their
Oh, that's
reflex
rude.
save for being in the fire. Say 36.
Oof.
1, 2, 3. Maybe 3 more reflex saves. They kind of just ran a straight line through. Uh, 36, 21, 27, 28. So I think 2 of those are failures. 1 is a crit. Oh, not a crit success, but crit successes. Oh, sorry. The DC is 24. Right. So that's success, crit success, and a failure. So I need to roll this
48
in a
basically.
funny way. So that's the first one, second one, third one. I have to roll these separately because the first one, they take no damage. The second one...
Oh, super rude. Super rude.
I mean, you wouldn't go and explode a firehouse while you're in it.
Of
without
course, they
some
have
preparation.
resistant armor for this purpose.
Yes, it seems like the fire barely affects them. So the failure they are completely unaffected by. They take half damage from the other two, which is
And
also
are
not enough
obligated
to get
that
past
is
their
super-
resistance.
Super.
But they will take damage from the fall.
Good.
So
Good.
They take their
I hope
10
it hurt.
damage, and they land prone beside you.
Oh, yeah.
And what? So it's 1, 2 to jump out the window, third action to stand up. They are standing beside you, Mayhem. Do you...
Yes,
react?
I'm gonna hit him.
Get her.
What the hell?
Oh, sorry. Let me get back to the map. Here you go.
And let's try and swat a bug. No, not with that roll. 25 is not gonna hit.
25 is a miss.
I will use a hero point, I think. See if we can do a little better.
All right. Hero point away.
That is better. 33.
33 should hit, but not crit. Yeah.
Then a little more damage. 12 more points of bludgeoning damage as we just
12 points
keep
of bludgeoning.
battering into her.
All right. Regan, there's an assassin down here with you. You hear a swipe of a sword as Felix just narrowly dodges an attack over by the doorway. You've got your back to a fence.
Is it super dark or like can I see at all?
You should be able to see what you can see here. Yeah. It's
Okay,
dim
so
light.
I
The
can-
moon's out.
Okay.
It's a sliver of a moon, but it's dim light, so things would be
I can,
concealed.
yeah.
DC 5.
Okay. But I can kind of see whatever I can see as the player for the most
Yep.
part. Cool. Well, I don't like that people can see me, so I'm gonna go invisible.
That's fair. That's
All
fair.
right.
Or
That's reasonable.
visibility. Bleep. Goodbye.
Regan, get out of here.
I am.
Oh,
right
she's
ahead
already
of
gone.
you.
Okay, perfect.
It's like Reagan. Oh, okay. Don't have to tell me twice. And I will be moving.
All right.
Actually, is Majenko, if he's on me, invisible, or is he?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
with you. I'll just remove him from the map for now. You're not doing anything with him.
I'm 5, 10. 'Cause I can't. I guess I could jump the fence. Actually,
Yeah, you can jump the fence. It's not that high,
yeah. It's
so it'd be an athletics check. It's effectively climbing the fence, but so athletics check to try to climb the fence.
it would be really funny if I don't. No one will know though.
Hey,
I'm
really
so good
basic.
at it.
roll.
27.
27, critical success. You managed to jump over the fence with ease.
That lifting belt did
Yeah.
a lot of work there.
Did a lot of lifting. Let's see. I don't want to go under the assumption that people will probably move. Let's see, 5. Does that count as difficult terrain? So would that be 10, or is it just a? 5?
That is one action to jump the fence.
Oh, it's one action. Okay.
Yeah.
And we did it. That's our turn.
Okay.
I love it.
Ray Felix.
Did the door open towards me or into the home?
Doors
Normally
typically
into, right?
open into the home, so yes, it is currently, again, the mantis is blocking the door.
Recurring themes.
Mhm.
Cool. I am gonna grab my mandolin and cast mirror image on myself.
All right.
There are now 3 me. I'm trying to figure out how to put this spell effect on myself.
I think just drag the spell effect onto yourself. It's at the bottom of the your image text.
There I am.
There you go.
And then all 3 of me are going to give the just whack them upside the head.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna stay right there. Okay.
I wish that was a bigger number.
That's
no,
not bigger.
20 is not quite good enough.
I don't really have hero points, so...
The three of you swing. You have 2 hero points now. Chat's been giving them to you.
Oh my gosh, thank
In
you
the
for the gift. I'm using that.
All right, spend the hero point down to 1.
That's probably not good enough either, but it felt good.
Better number.
25.
Think
My
that missed.
eyes. Okay, that is a miss, yes.
Well,
I
it
think
looks
I
dramatic.
missed on 26 or 27 earlier. At least on her.
Okay. So yeah, you swing your mandolin. She manages to... oh, sorry, this one's male, actually. There's one male, one female. This is the male one. He manages to kind of step back behind the door. Actually, he'll use the door to kind of as a shield to like bat your mandolin back. Mayhem. Oh, sorry. End of the round. The fire is spreading.
Spreads.
I guess I won't. What do I want to do? How do I want to do this? You guys aren't up here. Okay. Do a kind of like. You can start to see
Coming out the window up above.
some of the fire coming out the window above you.
All right. That's going to be a problem. But that is not my problem. We will start with a snagging strike as we just reach out and try and throw her off guard while we take a swing.
Ooh.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 40.
Yeah, that will crit. For sure.
So we do 6 d4s, 36 points of bludgeoning damage, and she is crushed. As she rises up, and after the first battering attack, Mayhem just comes back down again with another one and gets her like in between the shoulder blade and the helmet, so more into her neck.
All right, she hisses in pain as you grab hold of her here.
And that was a snagging strike, so she is also off guard for the rest of the round. So we'll call that our quickened action. Second action, we'll just go ahead and take another quick swing on her. A 32.
32 will hit, but not crit.
That's fine. That is another 18 points of bludgeoning damage as we swing down again, trying to hit for the same place and not quite hitting on target, but still. She looks like she's a little bit off. Third action is going to actually be to move.
Yeah, you hear bones snap in her shoulder as you hammer her shoulder over and over again.
20, 25, 30. As we start to move over towards Felix.
Oh, and moving away
And
from her removes the...
It does remove
guard,
the
right? Okay.
off guard. So she is no longer off guard since I'm not harrying her anymore. But it worked for my turn. And we'll go ahead and go into our defensive parry from here as we start to face this one down.
Okay. The 2 assassins.
At the beginning of this one's turn, I would like to activate one of the cards. The Waxworks.
Spending 3 points for the Waxworks.
3 of my points, which is all the rest of them.
All right, you're down to 0.
As
enemy within
a
60 feet begins their turn. Yep.
Mhm.
You, as you move to like closer to them, your imposing figure, backlit by the moon, strikes a brief terror in their hearts. They are frightened too and stunned too as the shadow approaches them, which means that they lose 2 of their actions. And this one doesn't seem to be quickened like the other one, but will, despite its fear, press on and try to attack.
Trying
And it will
to protect you, Felix.
Thank you.
What we can do.
Yeah, despite the distraction, the prayer attack is going through. He dances about his blade swinging wildly in the air. 29 will succeed, so you are off guard. Versus your 24 DC. So then does his prayer attack. 29 looks like a hit.
But now you need to
Okay.
roll to see which one you hit.
That's true, actually. Yeah, how does mirror image?
It's a 1d4, and if it's a 1, you actually hit Felix, and any other number, it's one of the images.
All right, 1d4.
Since all of them remain correct.
It was a 1.
Can I spend a
Womp,
hero
womp.
point on that?
No.
Not a d20. Damn, though.
They see right through the illusion and manage to smack the right one.
Oh my gosh.
That is
bleed.
19 points of slashing damage as you get tricked by the left saber and get caught by the right.
Get out of there, Felix.
And you are bleeding. This time pretty heavily compared to the bleed that Regan had before. This is 3d6 minus 2. The other assassin, she's kind of like clutching her one blade hilt to her head as she's reeling a bit from that last attack from Mayhem. You're not getting away that easily. No one escapes the Mantis. And she will kind of like dart across the lawn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And one more. So she speed's actually 30. Aha.
Huh.
So yeah, one action, she darts up behind you. Second action, she will... oh wait, actually. First action would actually have been to cast a spell. Second action is to dart over here.
Okay.
Third action is to do her prayer attack. So her two sabers dart in the moonlight. 24 versus your will DC is 23.
That is, yeah, a success, just barely.
Okay, you're off guard for this attack.
It is will and not perception, correct?
Oh, fuck. Sorry, it's perception. Damn it.
Okay,
It's
because that is
perception
actually
DC.
a failure against my perception DC.
Okay. Then you are not off guard to the attack, but I think everything else is fine. It just and doesn't do the other bonus thing. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So the strike still happens.
Yes, I'm still getting hit.
Well,
She's maybe.
still clumsy.
gotta hit me.
But with
Oof.
supreme accuracy, it looks like she's gonna miss, and then her blade darts as the 2 changes to a it was a natural 2 changed to some natural higher number for a 35 to hit, which does hit.
Yep, does hit. Does not crit, luckily, but
It's not crit. It's not prayer attack anymore. 13 points of slashing damage,
ow.
and that
And then some bleed.
leaves a fourth action, which is going to be, I think, just one more strike. Yeah, she'll swing with the other blade, backhand. Try to catch you off guard here. 25 is
That-
going to miss, though.
Right.
Not like that. Regan.
Alright, Regan pulls a scroll from her, where she keeps them on her person in her small scrolls that aren't in her bag. And she will cast, if I can, it's a will save. Oh, I'm doing it weird. Okay. Agonizing Despair, will save for the one next to Mayhem. This is 60 foot, so it will reach.
Ooh.
Will it affect her? I don't know.
Let's see. So, Agonizing Despair is a will save. She will roll. You said the one next to Mayhem?
Yes, not.
Okay.
I can't really see the one near Felix.
Oh, right. Yeah, they're in the doorway.
Ooh.
24 is a failure.
Ooh.
By 2.
Ooh. I will roll some.
Oh, though it is dim light, so I do need a DC 5 to try to target her.
We will try our best, and we have. We did great.
Ah,
Another 20.
yeah.
Natural 20 on the
So,
concealment. Yeah,
we're
you
feeling
managed to see her
positive.
there in the dark. You squint your eyes, catch her armor shining in the glow of the fire
I hear
from up
you.
above. And yeah, roll the damage.
Yeah, I clicked it earlier, and it's not doing anything.
Oh, did it already apply the Frighten 2?
Oh, did it?
Frighten 2 has happened. I don't see the damage.
Yeah, I don't
try the
see it.
damage again.
I'm clicking that button, and yeah, it doesn't.
Is there a
work.
question
Let's
it's asking
see.
that's hidden by another window or something?
Oh, that's a good. I
Uh,
don't.
Sometimes
see
just pop
anything?
up that'll be
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's not doing any damage.
Well, what does it do? Let's see.
4d6. And
And
I don't know,
it's-
is it a level 3 or is it
It's
heightened?
Full on. It's a level 3
Okay, so not heightened.
roll. Yeah, so I can just put in a.
Yeah, just go ahead and
46.
roll the 46.
46. Mental.
There it goes. 14.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
14 points of mental damage, and I don't see any special resistances here. So she takes 14 points of mental damage. Gah! She
Scary.
doubles over partially as fear grips her from behind. Third action,
Well, it was taking off the scroll and then
Oh.
2 to cast. Yeah, so
draw scroll, cast.
We're
Got
good.
it. Felix. I was busy moving fire around.
Yeah. I think I'm going to draw the hood of my cloak and run away. So I become invisible when I do that. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. This square feels better. 25.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't shut the door, unfortunately. Opens the
Yeah,
wrong way.
chat. The assassin is the door opens inside, so the assassin's blocking the doorway.
Considering
Twice
they
now
use-
we've been cursed by that.
Yes, you've been on the wrong side of the door. Okay, sorry, that was one action to pull up hood, one action to move, or is that 2 actions to move?
It's 2 actions to draw the hood. So
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
Basically casting invisibility on yourself, essentially.
Yeah.
it's just through
using the
with
hood.
an item instead of a spell slot. So I am trying to pull the invisibility spell effect on these. It
Yes.
doesn't like me.
I can just put there's
There.
invisible condition. Oh yeah, there you go. And end of your turn, you take some damage from the bleed. 6 points of bleed, and give me a recovery check.
Come on, recovery check.
Yeah, that is a failure on a 6. So you do leave a little bit of a trail of blood, but it is dark. So Mayhem, your turn.
Harder to make out, harder to deal with. We are
Oh,
gonna
and I guess the
focus-
fire is still spreading upstairs.
yeah,
It's starting to fully engulf the house.
definitely concerned, not my main concern, lady in front of me concern. We will go ahead and strike her again. Another snagging strike, I think. Yeah, another snagging strike to just keep her off guard a bit more. Target, yes. Didn't mean to do that. Draw thing. I'm going to use one of the hero points that people have been kindly giving me to re-roll this for,
All right.
which turned
Wow.
into a natural 20 for a total of 40.
It's a good hero point.
That is a good hero point. Good use there. Thank you, everybody. And those are some good numbers overall. 30 points of bludgeoning damage as we crash into her shoulder once more. And
Ooh, she
she's
staggers
crushed
badly,
again.
but she's still like you've really badly dented her armor. Or this time you like smack her right in the head and like crunches
Yeah.
one of the
Ugh.
glass, like black glass eyes of the mantis armor. And yeah, she's staggered really bad.
And I will, looking her dead in the eye that I can see through her helmet, just aim for that. This is my city.
Get her.
And we will strike again. See if we can take her down. 28 to hit.
28 will hit thanks to the fear.
Yeah.
She's also off guard, if that helped too. But
Yep.
But thank goodness for fear. I'll take that. 16 more points of bludgeoning damage. And do I go for a third?
You smack her again. She staggers. She's hanging in there.
It's got like one.
I swear to God, if you put a thing for 1 hit point that is just last stand, that is the worst. And I hate it. I hate it.
It's a very low HP number, yes.
I've got.
It's not. It may or may not be exactly 1, but yes. Actually, does it show in here? Oh yeah. If I show on stream, I can hover. They can like see.
I'm not looking
how...
on stream or anything. So.
Oh no! For chat
you're
or for audience purposes, if I hover things, it'll say the text that they see in the game. So
I have to try hitting her again.
Say last stand when they're on very, very low HP.
And I have to hero point that 22 because that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, that 22 won't hit. Hero pointing. Final hero point.
And it's another 10. It's another 10.
That's what it was. It was meant to be.
It's what it was meant to be.
You try to beat her down, but
hey, I've got one more action.
Oh, do you?
Excuse me. I'm still hasted, still quickened. But I do also have to roll a cover check apparently. So we are going to use that action to move away and stand here in the road.
Okay, you back away, exit the front gate of Vencarla's house, and stagger into the road.
Trying to get some distance here.
Yep. Take 3 points of bleed damage, and then roll your recovery.
Yep. And it actually is reduced thanks to my rune, but I don't think that 8 is still going to do it.
Nope, 8 is not a success.
But stanching was a good choice, apparently.
Apparently. All right, the assassins. Let's see.
12 is what I'm looking for now.
They are both scared, clearly, frightened. The first one, is going to, let's see. Yeah, why not? 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're going to run like around behind you, Mayhem.
Okay. I'm going to allow that to happen.
All right. And then they will do their prayer attack. Both sawtooth sabers spin around you in a dizzying pattern as they try to catch you off guard. That is a deception check. They are frightened.
That will succeed against my perception.
Okay, 30 beats your perception, so they get to do their attack. Let's see if it hits. 31, success. Roll damage, and it's a prayer attack. For 12 points of slashing.
Okay.
And some more bleed, but it's probably the same bleed.
It's worse bleed, actually.
Oh, it is worse bleed. Oh, because it's the prayer attack, of course.
Yeah, yes. So, and succeeded this time, so, yeah.
Yeah, when they get into their special stance, they're able to kind of catch you with the saw blades in unison, cutting in multiple places, lacerating your body. And then his last action is going to be to step, as he kind of shimmies off the side to set up an angle for the other Mantis.
Okay.
Who, despite being on her last legs, is going to stumble over 5, 10, 15, 20 to get up in front of you and she too will make her Mantis attack as she kind of comes in low, and then like rises above you with both blades. Let me actually do that from the correct sheet. I forgot to remove the frightened by 1. Okay. Deception. There it is. That is 28.
That will succeed.
Okay, so you're off guard for this attack.
Oh, I was going to be off guard because of the flanking anyway, but...
Oh, right, true, yeah. But the important thing is that it adds her extra
Yeah, there's
bleed.
extra. Ugh.
Yeah, if she hits.
But that misses.
24 is going to be a miss, but I have hero point, so I'll use a hero point.
Well, that's
Reroll
just...
it.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Nope.
No! Same exact
Every
number.
fucking time you use a hero point!
God damn it. All right, well. She came in.
Thank you.
Oh, well, that's like 2 actions. 1, 2 for that.
She
Okay,
moved.
So she's got 2 more. Yeah. So move, strike. She can strike 2 more times. She's
Yeah.
angry. She's gonna go.
She's
for
not
it.
done.
Second strike is also a 24. 3 24s.
I don't know what to say to
And-
that. All right.
There's some kind
Third
of zealous rage filling up inside of her, and she's gonna try that last attack. Her 19 is gonna miss.
Yep.
If she was not so staggered and bloodied and beaten, maybe she could hit. Regan,
This
it's
is
your
why
turn.
we staggered and bloodied and beat her, so that she doesn't do this to us.
I think you're muted, but you're advancing, it looks like.
I am advancing. I was just counting what I was doing.
Ah.
But I was muted as well, so thank you. I'm moving. I'm, as a player, decently sure that they have good reflex, but I don't care. So I'm gonna cast Electric Arc. Can I? Is this the position? Okay, I can hit both of them with it.
Okay, give me 2 flat checks, DC
Yeah.
5 for each of them. We'll do the left one first, then the right one, so closer than further.
We got 1. Here it comes. Pretty good. 15 for
Yeah,
the closer
15
one.
will connect, so you're able to pinpoint her position, and then the
That one's
far
a little
one,
farther, so it's kind of dark. 13 though,
13 will succeed. All right.
thanks to static electricity.
So they both have to reflex, and they're both
Ew.
scared.
That's
26
good.
is going to just barely succeed. That's the closer one. And then the further one is going
Ooh.
to fail with a 22.
All
So
right,
roll damage, please.
I will
Take
roll
her out.
damage.
Take her down.
Here
This
it
is almost
comes.
certainly going to take down
16.
the assassin. Yes. 16 is enough
Ow,
to
ow.
fry the closer assassin,
Get
killing
outta
her.
here.
It would have been 8, because I think she succeeded technically. Would that matter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had 4 HP.
Okay, cool. What a nasty little...
And
Get here.
So mean. So rude.
and then the 16 damage in full happens to the further one, who is zapped pretty bad.
It's a little scratch.
All right. Felix, you're up. And invisible and bleeding.
I
Yeah,
don't know
I'll-
we're next to each other.
yeah, we're just standing here. But you hear some kind of, yes, this one. You hear some rallying music fill the air. As a familiar song begins to play. And then some kind of like a wave of sonic energy moves towards that enemy, and they get to make a fortitude save to see how much this is going to suck
Ooh.
for them.
All right.
So
Fortune
here's
save.
that.
And you don't have dark vision either, so I need another.
I pressed the button for it. It said
It looks
9.
like... Yeah.
Oh, 9. Okay, yeah, that is a success. Correct. The fortitude save was a 22, which is a failure against your 26. So
And-
they are sickened 1. And deafened 1. And they take 22 points of sonic damage as you shatter their eardrums.
Are you still invisible, or does that drop you out?
That would drop the invisible.
That would drop me out.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you had the 4th or 2nd from that.
No,
cloak
I
ability.
chose the
No.
cheap invisible because
Hey.
I figured it
Ooh.
was the purpose was to get away safely.
It got you out of there safely.
All right. That's the end of the round. The fire continues to spread. Who's bleeding? That's Felix is bleeding. 8 points of bleed damage.
Oof. We need to do something about that.
Oh, I guess it gets reduced to 6. Is that what happened? Okay.
I think it
then-
automatically reduced it to 8, didn't it?
Resistant to physical -2.
Oh, because you're playing. Your music gives resistance.
Yes.
Oh, right. It does give
Bleed
resistance.
less.
You bleed less. That's
Right.
cool. I didn't.
Rally Anthem makes you less likely to die from bleeding, so that is a
Put
good
some
thing.
blood back in.
That is good.
Let's push back.
All right. The 10 though on the recovery check is a failure, so you're still bleeding. Mayhem, top of the round.
All right, time to go ham. Turning around, seeing the one I was originally concerned about being fried and no longer in my face, whirling around on the other one who has also taken some lightning damage. We will start with another, a snagging strike. We're going to try and get him off guard. A 34 to hit.
34 will hit. Roll damage.
All right. 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
You
And-
connect with their arm, smacking them in the elbow. Hear a crack.
I think we're going to keep going. And we will strike again. That 5's not going to do it, though. A 21 is going to miss.
They raise up, swing again. This time they deflect with their sawtooth blade, their left one.
Mayhem is going to take 2 steps back with his quickened action for his 3rd action, and then we'll go into his dueling parry stance. Or dueling parry mode, I guess. It's not a stance yet.
Okay. Dueling parry. You take 11 points of bleed.
Yep.
It's reduced
Ow.
to 9, and then recovery check.
That's another 8. Unfortunate.
All right, still bleeding. As the what's this here? They will hiss and rub their 2 swords together. I need a will save from you, Mayhem.
Oh, okay. $29.
Okay. You are stunned 1 as these vibrations start to echo in your head, and like it hurts real bad, and it's making your vision go blurry. And they will drop one of their sawtooth blades, and with lightning speed grabs a small blade at their waist and just chuck it in your direction. Shuriken. That's a 32 to hit.
Does hit.
All right. You were in your parrying stance, but weren't expecting a shuriken out of the blue. And it does connect and does... you're not snuck, but this will do some damage. Does 7 points of piercing damage, and I need a fortitude save,
Okay.
as this is coated with something.
Not a great number, but okay. 25.
5. All right. That happens. Okay, I don't know how to do that, but sure. All right. Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. That was all their actions. Regan.
It's me. Who's doing It's so funny that I can see Felix's health bar, but I can only see badly injured for Mayhem. I can't see his health bar.
Oh, it's not set up?
Oh, is it? Oh, that's,
Yeah, it's
that shouldn't be the
Very
case. One sec.
interesting.
Uh,
Yeah.
How about now?
Now I can see it. Yes.
oh, okay. You have control of that too. All right, that's good.
I don't know why, but I can edit my token, so obviously
that's-
for nefarious purposes.
So I'm gonna doctor's visitation, Mayhem,
Okay.
maybe. Let me see. 1 second. I have to do quick math. Yeah, I feel positive about not killing him.
Going for a risky surgery.
No.
Oh, it's good.
This is battle
That'd be fun.
medicine. I think this should. Ooh, no.
Oh, I guess
I'm
you can't
re-rolling
risky
that.
surgery during combat anyway.
Yeah,
Failed
I'm
the medicine
re-rolling
check
that.
by 1.
Yeah,
Rerolling.
nope.
All right.
Nope. No.
Taking a hero point.
Okay, that seems positive. All right.
That is a better number.
23 is a success.
28.
28 points of healing.
Which turns into 36 thanks to robust health. Thank you.
And that would be 1. And then I'm going to cast upon you Forbidding Ward against the enemy, the only enemy that's here. So you get a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws against the enemy's attack spells and other effects. So
Cool.
enjoy. And that's my turn.
All right. Felix.
I will put Rallying Anthem back up again. Come on. Thank you, game.
Oops.
And then send a Void Warp hurling towards this person.
All right.
There.
Give me that.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
concealment. Ooh. That is a 1. You try to reach out into the darkness, but don't manage to catch her where she is. Or him. You do have hero points if you wish to use them.
I think I would, yes. We'll
All right.
press this button one more time.
I believe.
Reroll and keep the new. Oh, no.
Roll
No.
the 1 again. Excellent.
Nope.
Everyone's
That's what
doing
this
great.
was supposed to be.
Okay.
Cool. Cool.
Painful but fair, I guess. Ow.
The number of times I've seen hero points and hero points reroll the same exact number is astronomical.
It is ridiculous.
I
Feels
know
like
it's a
something's
1 of
broken
20
sometimes.
each time, but
Yeah.
survivorship bias or something, I guess. All right. That was your actions then?
Yeah, that would have been 3 actions.
1 bleed.
You take 1 point of bleed, which will get reduced to 0 from
Rally Anthem. Very
your
nice. Very
rallying
nice.
anthem. You're
Hey!
inspired to not bleed, and that 18 is going to succeed. You are no longer bleeding.
Cool.
All right. And then the fire spreads some more.
Yeah, in the background, the fire is
Getting out of hand.
Seems
Yep, it's
fine.
just spreading across
Not
the
our
house.
problem.
Like, we're not in it, and that's really the part that I was worried about. I hope his,
Yeah.
like, he didn't have anything in there he wanted, though.
This
So,
is spreading over the course of like a minute. So far, it's almost engulfed the house.
yeah, it seems right.
Yeah. I think accelerant.
There are other
Let's
things?
see.
Currently, it's still on the first floor. Or, sorry, on the second floor is
Okay.
where the fire seems to largely be. But anyway, Mayhem, it's your turn.
Sorry, I'm trying to do action order in my head here. So first
Action
action. So actually, he was stunned once, so he loses his
Yes.
quickened action this round. So I'll just decrease the value for that, and we won't get the benefit of that. Second action then will be simply just to move up to this One, since he didn't want to get close to me, I will just have to get close to him so I can hit him harder. Third action, well, second action that we get to actually use is a 31 to hit.
Oh, that'll
So
hit.
we charge in with our nightstick and swing down at him, aiming for the head, trying to see if we can break the eyes on this one, since that seemed to be a weak point, possibly. 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
That connects, hits pretty hard in the head, but doesn't quite dent any of the eyes.
And then we just set up defensively as we stand there in his face.
In parrying mode.
Yes. We take some bleed. And we try to recover. And all I need is a 12. Dang. Yeah, that's a failure.
So that was ultimately 4 points of bleed, and then a 4 on the recovery check.
I think it skipped their turn somehow
Oh, whoops.
in the initiative order.
Back to their turn.
Shh, don't help him.
We play fair.
Is... Oh, whoops. Ignore that. Already used that. Okay. Oh no, this one didn't do it. Okay. But it doesn't have enough actions for that. Yeah. Okay. It will. And one saber's on the ground. What do they do? What do they do? What do they do? They're not in a good spot. They are going to duck down and try to grab the saber first.
Okay. We're going to smack him and see if we can prevent that. I don't want them to have that saber. A 34 is not going to crit to prevent it, but looks like it hits.
34 hits, but does not crit. Yeah, they like look at you, look at the saber, look at you, and then like reach for the saber, and you strike just at that moment. They take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, but do manage to grab the saber, and then they spin around, doing their feint on you.
All right.
Deception check against your will DC or perception DC. It's pretty low.
Oh, that's a failure.
21. I'm gonna use
26. That's what
I'm gonna
you
use a hero point and re-roll it.
Okay.
26.
That meets my perception DC, so I think that succeeds.
Excellent. Okay, succeeds. You are off guard to the attack. And here comes the strike. And it is a fair attack. They're still sickened, but 24 will hit, but thankfully not crit.
That is good, but yeah.
Here's the damage. You are off guard, so it is a sneak attack. Excellent.
Oof, all that good healing that I just got.
Yep, lightning fast moves cut you up for 24 points of slashing and renewing the bleed.
Luckily, I hadn't got rid of the bleed, so it didn't really do any worse there. Yay.
What do I care? I'm already bleeding.
It already hurts. How much more can you do me?
Oh, am I lying? Oops. Whatever. Shh, don't look at the official way their prayer attack works. These
I
guys
don't know.
have a cooler, different one. No, this is a note for any GMs watching. I just read the attack a little bit more closely. That's fine. They were supposed to have a thing anyway, so whatever. Don't have a mental breakdown on stream. Okay. It'll attack again.
We can all have one.
No mental breakdowns, please.
Everyone.
Attack. Oh, sorry. Draw weapon, attack, I think they then have to they'll step away from you diagonally.
Okay.
Regan.
I can't see. Felix can't see. Nobody can see. It doesn't say. I didn't realize I could cast this like just in a square, so I'm gonna. Whoops!
Oh, light.
I
Yeah.
cast it on myself. I was going to throw it at like near where he was, but not attach it because it can just float. Apparently.
Okay. I mean, effective. It's such a so you cast light, and it's such a big light that it doesn't matter where
Doesn't even
technically
matter.
you put it here that you
Yeah.
brighten the street.
I'm sick of this. I can't
There's,
see anything. It's not like they're not going to see this big fire, so I might as well.
I'm
just
surprised the
big
fire's
light
not at this
everywhere.
point helping with the lighting, but it needs to
It's
spread
helping,
further.
like it's spreading a little bit, but it hasn't quite spread all the way to the side of the house. And again, it is largely still contained to the second floor.
So far.
Brightening the street. No one can see me, so I feel confident about myself.
Yeah, but now you turn the stadium lighting on.
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's like a boom, boom, boom as all the stadium lights appear.
This was a weird roundabout way to get there. 15. I'm gonna come to here. All right, cool. Everybody in the world can see.
Felix.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if folks in Corvus are like, "What the hell is going on over there?"
I did
Now everyone in town Shaw knows you're here.
like, technically only a 40-foot radius.
Rallying Anthem goes back up, and now that we can very clearly see the enemy, I'm gonna go cast Daze on them.
All right.
So they can make a save DC against
Will
my...
save. They are
Won't
sickened,
save.
so it's reduced by.
Ooh.
That is a failure with an 18.
Not quite a crit
critical,
failure, but dang.
But roll the damage.
They could enjoy 7 points of mental damage, and they are now stunned 1.
I think it's only on a critical fail that they get stunned.
Only on the critical fail.
Yeah.
That's why we're hoping for it, but
I was hoping.
still. We like the damage.
They stagger. The fire spreads. Mayhem.
I am fucking finished with you and your kind. What the hell you're doing here? And we will start with Harsh Judgment. And then we will step closer. Then we will strike.
Ooh.
A 36 looks like it hits.
That will hit.
Then we will also do Frightful Condemnation. And they are frightened 1. This is also a sagging strike, I should say, as I take the attack. So it's 14 points, and they are off guard while I'm standing next to them.
All right. Damage and snagged. Snagging strike, the off guard comes in on the hit, like afterwards. Okay.
Yes, they are not off guard to the initial attack, but if it is successful, they are off guard to any remaining attacks until the end of my turn, I think? Or is it their turn? Start of my next turn, so.
All right.
Or if
so
I move,
yeah, you
or they move.
step up, scare them, hit them, grab them.
And we're going to hit one more time with our quickened action. So we still have that. Another 16 on the die for 32 total.
That'll also hit. They're pretty badly
As
injured, and their
We are just
bleeding is only
smacking
getting
into them.
worse.
Just trying to cave the helmet in again. It's a little violent. But that is the end of Mayhem's turn. We roll some damage. 5 points, which is reduced thanks to some lovely tunes from Felix to 3.
Cover.
And an 11 is 1 short of what I need with the stanchion we're in, so I'm still bleeding.
All right.
Okay.
Regan, you went invisible. Are you still invisible? Did you use a level 4?
Yeah, I did.
Felix is visible, obviously. Behind.
Oh, that's interesting, actually.
I'm visible, but there's 3 of me.
I think 4.
Four.
There's 3 there's 3 extras.
Oh yeah,
here.
because one of them did not get destroyed. I took that hit.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately.
Okay, yeah, that should already be the case. Okay. So... but it's not going to matter. Okay. Mayhem, you catch the mantis turning to look in Regan's direction.
Mm-hmm.
And they waffle for a moment, but then seem to decide to stick with you. As they will walk around you. Like so. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20.
We're going to go ahead and hit them as they start to move. Don't think it's going to make a difference, but they're going for a full stride. Might as well.
They're allowed to move even though you've got them snagged, right?
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, they can move out of my reach entirely. This isn't keeping them there. It's just while they're within reach, I'm kind of harrying them, making them off guard.
Okay. That's interesting then. I guess they could like back away and then move back.
Yeah, they could if they wanted to prevent. If that's what they wanted to, you could move
Yeah,
out
sure.
of range
Actually,
and then up
yeah,
and around.
they move out of your range to kind of pull away from your grip. And then move back into your range and around. So they still trigger the reactive
Okay,
strike.
yeah. We will still strike them.
Just an action.
In fact,
economy
them
expense.
moving back out of my reach would have caused a reactive strike to begin with, and we crit them for it. So,
All right.
yeah, as they're starting to back away, we just whack them on, again, in like the center of the helmet, trying to knock them down. 26 points of bludgeoning and crushed.
They take the damage as they stagger around you. They're severely beaten, but that's not going to stop them. They cast a spell on themselves with their second action, and then third action, go for a strike. Whoop.
Ooh.
Blind Chekek guides their blade as that natural 8 becomes a much higher number for a 38, which will crit. Oh, wait, sorry. You're not supposed to be off guard, are you?
I don't think so.
Off guard
Why-
for? Oh, I just did remove the off guard from before.
So,
Actually, sorry. This should have been a prayer attack the way I was doing it. So let me do the deception check. And if the deception check succeeds, then it's a crit. If not, it's not.
it would have been a crit regardless.
Would it have been? This
Yes,
is a crit
because
by
my AC was
11 currently.
It says my AC is 28 right now, and that was a 38 you got total. So,
Oh, why did it say your AC is 27? Oh, because of the off guard. Oh, I see. Okay, yes,
I
right.
think
It is a crit
it-
regardless.
yeah, it's gonna hit. It's gonna crit regardless. I
Okay.
think parry was on for some reason, and I don't have parrying, dueling parry up right now. So
That is what it is. Okay. It was showing me parry and off guard. Yeah, okay. All right, I'll still roll the
yeah,
the
the
deception check as it's supposed to be. It's cool prey attack.
that is a
34
success.
is a
Not
success, so
not a crit,
it
but
does get to be
this is gonna hurt.
a critical. But
Probably gonna take me
and
down.
sneak attack, and that. Big slice. So they circle
It does
around you.
not quite take me down, but 43 is a
43?
huge chunk.
to your 51 remaining HP, down to, what is that, 10?
10. Oh,
So yeah, he's ducks, slips around. You strike him, but then realize that he was trying to bait you into a attack so that he could cast his true strike, or sure strike spell. His eyes glow with a red fury of the mantis god, and swings out, catches you by the kneecaps, rends your legs,
No.
and nearly takes you down. Regan, it is your turn.
Yay. I'm gonna do.
Oh, hello. Nat 10 is rating us.
Oh, hello.
Hi, everyone.
And ow.
Hello and ouches.
You know.
They're not.
Yeah,
done.
that's not a bad idea. That's a good idea. I like that idea.
3 action, 4th rank, force barrage at the mantis, if possible.
All right. Did you have this in your hand?
I had this in my 4th rank spell slot.
Oh, spell slot. Ah, okay. We were talking about wands earlier. Okay.
Yeah. This is not
all right,
my
you.
gun. This is my hand.
This is just pure Regan right there.
All right. You spread your fingers wide and unleash a 4th rank force bolt, or force barrage, rather.
Unfortunately, for some reason, the rolling damage on this never puts it in right.
Yeah. So just
So-
go ahead and roll it separately. So it's what 3d4 plus 3, and then every heightened gives you another 1. Is that correct?
Correct. And it's even if it's heightened to spell level 4, it's a heightened +2. So it only heightens to 3 effectively.
Oh, sorry. It's a heightened plus 2 spell. Oh, okay.
So it heightens to +3, it heightens to +5, heightens to +7, heightens to +9.
Yeah.
So it's 3d4 plus 3.
Yes.
okay.
Yep. Oh, 44 plus 4.
Oh, 44.
You get
plus
one. Yeah, you get 1 bonus shard because it's at least 2 levels higher.
4. All right.
You had it at, or sorry.
Each
mental.
action is 1d4 plus 1. So that means if you're heightening
right.
it's each one is actually 2d4 plus 2, so it's 6d4 plus 6 total if you're spending all 3 actions.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
But sorry, this is heightened 2 times.
But
It's a rank
you
1
can-
spell normally.
Yeah, but you can only heighten it to +3 because it's a +2 heightening. So every other spell
1,
level.
2, 3. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Correct. It's 64 plus 6.
All right. Let's.
I'm tired.
We got this.
Thank you, chat. Thank you. Yes.
21.
I'm sweepy. All right, 21 points of force damage.
Oh yeah.
That's the sound they make.
The bolts fly, peppering the Red Mantis, cracking its armor all over. But once the smoke clears, they lower their guard and are still standing.
That's fine. That's my turn.
All right, Felix.
How is he alive?
He's severely
It's so
injured.
Funky.
Anger, rage.
I'm
You've
going to
disrupted their assassination.
It wasn't
gonna
them. The
guess
guy wasn't home.
25 or less, but just a guess. I don't actually know what their HP totals are. It's not like I've been able to track it, but I'm guessing 25 or less when you do
I
that.
also guess that 5 or less is last stand. I don't know if that's true, but that's mine.
Oh well. Yeah, we do know the threshold for last stand is at least 4. So
least
it's
4.
not last stand.
So yeah, great.
That's
Greater.
Part of my estimation was me going, it's better than last stand, but not as bad as.
All right, Felix.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
You
close.
want
They're
damage?
really low.
I might even say like 20.
He's got to go.
The text labels are percentage based, by the way, so it'll change
Yeah,
based
yeah.
on enemy.
Oh, okay. That's cute.
I
Affect us too.
I remember you like slapping a healing patch to yourself, so I'm gonna try to kill this thing.
Yeah, don't worry about me. Take it down.
So here's rallying anthem to keep that going.
At least reduce the bleed when Mayhem falls in a sec.
You're not wrong.
If he dies again, I'll just be like,
Why? Why do I even bother?
why did I come back here?
Yeah, and here is antagonizing despair.
Agonize.
Saw
Yes!
We saw that work before,
Here.
All right, antagonizing despair. We go roll our
and they have been sucking at their will
will
saves. tonight.
save. Their will
Because
save.
of
horrible.
Yes!
Because of that fear, that is a 25. They fail by 1. Roll the damage, please.
Here's that 21 damage.
Hey!
8. 21 is enough.
Yes!
The mantis The Red Mantis drops both of their sabers and staggers and clutches their head and kind of wails out in agony as their mind is crushed and they crumple to the ground in pain.
Oh, jeez.
The fire continues to spread. Mayhem, it's your turn.
I'm going to delay until after Regan, but I will, of course, take the bleed damage now if I need to.
Yeah, go ahead and take your bleed damage now.
Okay. Because it is 66 plus 2. That is 12. Which, even reduced, still brings me to 10, which is exactly enough.
Oh, just enough.
I was hoping to delay until after Regan so that she could provide like assistance for the recovery check.
But
But
why delay? Why not just like you have a healing patch on you?
I don't have don't have it ready to go.
Oh, you didn't actually put it on.
No, I didn't put it on. we picked it up, but I wasn't putting anything in that for the combat. So
Waddle.
let me take the
All right,
damage
So you, hit
and go
0.
unconscious. Luckily, it's not crit technically, so
So now that the as the Red Mantis is clutching their head and screaming and falling over, Mayhem standing victorious.
I'm using a
There
hero
we
point.
go.
I still didn't
Backwards.
get it.
Just
Ah.
faint from blood loss.
Yep, that
that
oh,
hero
you were
point
using
did
a hero
nothing.
point? Okay.
Yeah, that was a hero
Used
point.
a hero point. That 9 on the flat check became an 8. Neither of those worked. You are still bleeding out. And you are dying 1 currently. Regan.
I'd like
Ignore that bonus damage
Yeah,
that just
that's
rolled.
extra.
'Cause, yeah.
That would
not
also have killed me.
to be bleeding out. That would be cool. I'm just gonna wander over. You can do. I'll find it.
Battle medicine?
Is it first
Battle.
aid?
Or
Yes.
yeah, first aid.
Yeah, I'm like first aid. There it is. Dying.
Minister first aid, 2 actions.
Stop bleeding. 10 minutes and check on a creature is taking persistent bleed damage. This is usually DC effect that caused the bleed. So, I would like to address the bleed.
Okay.
I believe I have to beat a 12.
It's the effect that caused the bleed, so slightly different.
Okay.
But that was an attack that caused the bleed? How do you...
Yeah.
It'll
how
be
does
their
this-
attack DC.
Oh. That seems.
So 10 plus whatever their
Okay.
attack modifier was.
All right.
That's how I'm going to read it. It's either that or
Alright,
it's the
alright.
level DC of the creature, usually is the default.
That's fair.
Well, we'll try our best. You know what?
You could just
Uh,
stabilize too.
Yeah, but then if you bleed again, don't you just?
Oh, you could just keep stabilizing me over and over again.
Does that matter? Like, will he start like?
Oh yeah, it'll be
Doing
bad
the
if
more
it get. I
dying.
keep getting wounded every time I come back from.
Yeah, that's the
dying, so-
problem.
Yeah.
You got like 4 rounds though. What's the worst that
Well,
could
let's
happen?
see. Well, I have I have this awful spell. Hold on. I think it does damage though, and I don't really want to kill you. I have cauterized.
Sorry, were you not wanting to just do stop bleeding, or?
I was just because I was worried that the DC might be really high, but I was
It's
seeing if
higher
I could,
than 12, but
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
higher
it,
than 12.
but you're doing a
your
medicine
DC
check,
range.
so
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I was just being like, could I buff it? But let's
Oh, I see,
try
sure.
it because I do have some buff stuff. If this doesn't work, whoops. Okay, so we got a 29. That feels pretty
Yes.
good.
That is a success.
Stop bleeding.
Stop bleeding. They will receive a reduced DC on the next time they roll.
So now I only need to hit a 7.
Yes.
I have consistently gotten 8s, so maybe,
So that was.
maybe.
That was
Does
3
that kind
actions.
of?
Those
Oh,
those
move,
stride
move
and then
too.
administer
Yeah,
first aid.
we did it.
Unless does Doctor's Visitation have
That's a really good question.
it's battle medicine or treat poison or treat condition.
Ye-
You can use 2 actions for Doctor's Visitation to stride and use administer first aid, which this is.
Okay.
you have one
that
action
would
left.
be 2 actions. Oh, 1 action.
I love Doctor's
Uh,
Visitation.
It's
I guess like battle medicine is an action, and I have 1 override immunity.
Yep.
So I will try to do that, I think.
Okay.
I'm going to do it at the DC 15 because I'm nervous.
Any
you do
little bit
also
will do
have,
it. Oh.
There is a hero.
Oh, there's a
card.
hero available, yeah.
Wait.
And it's a
The
good one, too.
midway?
You only need 1 point.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm going to... What is it? Control Shift? No.
I just put it in chat.
Oh, there it is. I was like, I can do it. I can pick it up. Increase the roll's degree of success by 1. Sure. You know what? I'll do that, and then I'll give a higher.
All right. So you
Do I
spend
use
1 hero point to use the midwife card, and I forgot
And
to
then I
remove.
will get.
We've spent all
try it
3
again.
cards this session.
That's great. You know what?
We never used them, so I was like, let's try and use them.
Yeah.
They all came in handy.
So I can't. Am I a? What's my degree in medicine? My degree. I am a master.
Oh.
Yeah, you're a master, so
I could try the master healing, and if I fail, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do.
yeah. If you
I
fail,
mean,
it becomes a success.
Yeah,
If
that's
I
fine.
crit fail,
As long as you don't crit fail.
maybe a crit fail of a 30 would be a 20. Yeah, I'm gonna go with just the. We'll do this. You know what? You go, everybody.
That looks okay.
Yeah, 28. No, 22.
22 would be a
This-
normal success. That turns into a crit. So go and roll two more d8s. So you rolled a 28 baseline with 2d8 plus 15. A crit makes that add 2 more 2d8s. So another 7 points of healing for Mayhem. So 36 plus 7.
So you did it.
All right. So
You
looking
are
much
up.
better, but still bleeding.
Felix.
Eating in a more manageable way.
Mayhem seems to be getting better somehow. You can't tell why. 'Cause you can't see Regan, but you assume that that's her over there doing something.
Just random points of pressure, and then suddenly bandages out of nowhere, and
Yeah, I've gotten used to this. Oddly enough, this is my normal now. I have a wand of soothe in my bag. I'd like to dig through, get that thing out, and cast it on Mayhem. Try and add
Okay.
to this healing party.
If it's in your bag, it would be like 2 actions to get it out, and then 2 actions to cast. So it'll take you until next round to fully cast it.
Indeed.
Okay.
The thing I wanted to do since I cannot get the cast off, I'll spend 2 actions digging the wand out.
Mhm.
Now that we're conspicuously standing in the middle of a brightened street with a burning building behind us and 2 dead assassins on the road, hey, take a look around, see if anyone else has come to, happen upon this murder scene.
Perception then.
Yeah,
Received.
active perception check.
I could dismiss it.
Oh, 32. You look around, you see, you don't see any of those mobs nearby that you saw earlier. You do see people in nearby buildings and above nearby buildings in the shingles that's kind of like just above, like built above all the other houses and things here. You see a couple people like looking out their windows, trying to see what's going on. But it is like 3 a.m. So it's not a ton of people looking, but there are some people kind of peering out of their windows, looking
That's a
out
problem.
at you.
yeah, we're making a scene.
No, it's a problem because there's a big fire here that may be spreading to them very quickly.
Also that.
Fireman.
And it's 3 o'clock in the morning. A lot of these people may not be awake, so we may need to start trying to evacuate. Or trying to get this under control somehow, which we can't do because the fire brigade's on the other side of the river.
They
Your
don't have
presence
their
of
own
mind.
fire brigade here.
I don't think they would. Would they have a separate fire brigade division for Old Corvosa?
They that would have been part of the guard. You're not sure what's happened since the guard has basically been pulled out of Old Corvosa by the Queen.
Yeah,
Once the
Corvosa
quarantine
was-
went in.
everything was
knows?
shut down for passage, and besides that, we've also been reduced in force and funding now. So even if we had people at one point, I'm sure they have had to find other work to do so they can actually feed themselves. So we might have to organize some stuff, but first I need to stop bleeding.
Bleeding.
Yeah, it's your turn. Would you like to stop
I would,
bleeding?
Is there a good action for stopping the bleeding? Do I just take an action to try a recovery check, or is it against the actual DC again?
You can. How does that work? I'll say you can take all 3 of your actions to try to like wrap something around, hold the wound down.
Punching the wound until it stops bleeding.
Ooh,
Sure.
that's certainly good work.
Holy fuck.
that?
Okay.
Oh, that's the
I
bleed,
pressed the
see.
button to do the thing, but I need the recovery check button is what I was looking
roll
for.
recovery check.
Oh my
first.
Ah.
goodness.
Recovery check, so we're going to use our last hero point on that.
It's
And a 3
always
is-
bleed that kills.
Better. But it is. It's
Better.
always bleed. I don't know why I can't stop bleeding so bad. There we go. A 14
All right. At the end of
is
your
actually
turn,
enough.
the 14 is enough.
Oh, but I do need to take that 16 points of bleed damage. Here we go.
Yes, you do take
Okay.
16 points of bleed.
Now that is
but-
frickin' gone.
You're no longer bleeding.
Ugh.
And I will end the encounter because that's over. But there's a fire.
Okay. Should I dismiss my light?
No.
Asking for, okay. Because I would otherwise would unless someone was like, don't dismiss it.
Pick up my nightstick real quick here. Normally I would have been like, we need to get to the shadows, and I'd like to take these bodies with us and see if we can get information off of them. I don't know if we have time. We need to start making sure that people are aware. I don't know. Is there any sort of water resources? Can I do a firefighting lore check to see if there are any wells nearby that we can make quick use of or anything like that?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a firefighting lore.
Sometimes I have lore that is relevant to things, and then sometimes I have rope lore, and it has never come in handy yet. But,
Rope lore.
yeah. 21 on the...
21.
One day I'll get to
Okay.
use alcohol lore.
Yeah, you know these streets. You've been deployed out here in Old Corvosa before. You know, just not too far down the road is a water pump. And there are like buckets and things stationed near the water pump that could be used to start to get this fire under control if you act quickly.
All right. I don't know where Regan is,
I'm right.
but do you have anything
You
that
hear
can
him
help
beside
contain... Oh, yes, great. Okay. Do you have anything that
Hello.
contain fire, any water-making abilities, anything like that?
You
It's
know,
okay if not.
I've been looking. I don't think so. Do any of my undead have immunity to fire that could throw
There's a
buckets
thought. There's a
of
thought.
water?
Forge Burn, but I don't think you're of the level to use those yet.
Let me look up all my undead creatures.
Yeah, I don't know of any offhand. I'd rely on you to know that.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna look.
Even if they're not fire resistant, they can form a bucket brigade.
Yeah, I'm like they're pretty dead already.
Can you
It just
cast?
Can't
Can
be
you summon
flammable.
level 5?
No, I can only
Then-
summon level 4.
That's the only ones I know offhand are level 5. There may be
Shadow.
others. That's just the one I happen
There's
to
a
know
combusted.
of. Busted.
See,
That's
let's
fun.
read about the combusted while you figure stuff out.
All right. So then the next thing is Felix. We need to organize people. We need to get them calmly working together. We need to calmly get as many people right near this building evacuated. Ideally, we can get them helping out so they're not distracted by the fact that their homes may be burning. But we need to do this as calmly as possible. Can you please do what you need to?
Yes, I would. I would leverage my diplomacy skills to some of the people who I saw gawking, and try to organize a mild evacuation / fire brigade. Because if you're not in the burning building, you can help us put out the burning building.
Okay, so you're gonna go try and gather at least a couple of people that you see in their windows or doorways. Okay, diplomacy check.
Not deception check, though. This is a real problem.
Oh no, there's a fire outside. What could be happening? Terrible.
29 is a success. That is 1 victory point towards putting out the fire. Mayhem or Regan. Actually, I'll give Mayhem the 1 victory point as well for that initial check. Regan, what do you want to do?
Okay, well, unfortunately, the combusted I think is legacy content.
What are they, combusted? Oh, I think
it
just
comes from
because
War
they're
of the Dead. It hasn't been remastered yet.
But it's fine. You can bring those out if you want.
I'm like, it's not gonna be. It's one that's immune to fire completely. So, if we get any buckets involved, I can send that in like deeper to get more of the fire. If it
is,
goes in. But
It has water vulnerability.
yeah, but if it doesn't touch itself with the water and it pours the bucket out,
Those
like,
firefighters cannot
that
touch
would
the
be
poison.
fine. It has 65 HP. If it gets a little water on itself, it might be okay.
It might be okay. I like it. I do
Something
actually.
I
I
can
just
try, yeah. I mean, worst case, it kills itself, but it's already pretty dead.
it's
Sure.
in summon anyway. It's only sort of real.
I'm going to use this
They're
flaming
real.
skull to act as the combusted.
Yeah, so I can send that in, be like with a bucket, and
So you summon a
We're close.
burned victim from some previous fire.
It's probably really
Skeletal
funny.
ashes rise and form into a full-on skeleton that is on fire itself. And you hand it a bucket and try to get it involved.
Yeah, go in.
What rank of spell is that?
So this is a rank 4 summon
Okay.
undead. Here, let me just.
Uh,
throw-
Yeah, I'll count that as
Okay.
2 successes then for burning that spell. Actually, I'll make it count as 1 success, and then if you want to give me an Arcana check
Oh,
on
sure.
top of it to see
Okay.
how well you guide the undead.
Oh,
Ooh.
37.
That's a critical success. All right, you get 3 points.
That
So
undead's
that's
going
Hell
in.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, round 2 of the fire. The house is burning, but Felix, you've got a group of concerned citizens from nearby. I can go find some. Where are my generic NPCs? Here's a man. Here's an old man. Here's a rioter.
No.
Maybe not a rioter.
Get out of here with that fire.
They're just
Here's
here
a
to appreciate the
ruffian.
blaze. They're like, hell yeah.
All right, you get a handful of you get a handful of people who are willing to help, and they help form a bucket brigade with your combusted here. The combusted is able to kind of go into the building to do some of the firefighting. Mayhem, you're doing some of this yourself and or coordinating.
Yes, that was exactly what I was going to be doing.
I think it's
So.
more like building a fire break, and that we just want like. I'm sorry to the house, but we need to.
Oh yes, actually, what is your
Yeah.
strategy? Are you trying to?
Thank you. That's Felix's Alex is right here. I think the goal is this house is gone. If we can stop it from spreading, that would be the first goal. So if we can take down bushes
Okay.
or anything that is nearby, and then after that, if we are concerned of it spreading to further houses, then we have to deal with making sure those houses are contained.
All right.
But we're also evacuating those nearby houses just in case it does spread.
Okay, so in that case, then you're getting this group largely to start clearing out some of these like shrubs around the house to try to break down some of this fence and move it out of the way. Luckily, Ben Carlo's house is like it has its own sort of separate yard, so it's not
Mhm.
right on top of another building, and it didn't have any shingles attached. Like there were no other like dwellings on top of it. So it is a little bit separate, but with your points so far, you're able to get it isolated.
Okay.
You've succeeded as far as keeping the village safe, or like the area around it safe.
Okay.
Do you
Then
want to
we can
stop
start
there?
looking towards. Yeah, I would like to continue to put it out and at least make sure that it is contained entirely. That we've prevented
Okay.
the spread, but I want to make sure that the fire itself is contained to the building, ideally to not deal any further damage. But again, the way that it was spreading throughout everything so fast, I'm more concerned about human life and people around here.
Okay. So you'll need to do that. You'll need to hit 9 by the end of this round, and you have 5 currently. So you need 4
Okay.
points.
Um,
Any of you can act in any order, but only one person can act. You can each only act once. So choose. What do you want to do?
I'm pondering.
Yeah, I want to think real hard for a minute. Not
I
entirely.
should think out loud as I'm doing that though. My intimidation's okay. I'm trying to figure out a way to make athletics work because that's my best, but I think I'm gonna have to lean into intimidation instead. I think Mayhem's just going to start barking orders to try and keep people moving, and especially, again, focusing on evacuating people, making sure they're leaving their belongings behind. It's okay.
Well, that's
we'll come
already
back
you've
for
already
them.
taken care
People-
of that. If you wanted,
people are
if
all
you wanted
out. Okay.
athletics, if you wanted athletics, it could be like because currently you're just trying to save the structure of the building now.
Yeah, if we can
You've
save
got everything else
anything
saved.
left, but okay.
So you could athletics to go into the building and try and like stop any major structural parts from catching fire any further.
I can certainly try. Go in with buckets in hand and try and shore up any of the structural things to keep the integrity of the building safe. Yeah.
Okay, give me athletics then.
How bad could it be? Pretty bad. At 23 is not great. I don't suppose I have any hero points anymore, so
Nope, you're
I
currently
keep
out of
it.
hero points. That is a regular success though. So
okay.
that is 1 point. You're not able to get as deeply into the house as you wanted, but you are able to keep the fire from spreading down to the second floor or to the ground floor.
yeah.
Upstairs is like it's pretty blazing at the moment. All right,
Blaze it.
Felix or Regan.
Is my thing still there? Is it gone by now? This depends on, like what I do.
You still have one summon out.
Okay, so
I'll allow you to summon a second one if you want.
ooh, I can at that level, and I think I need that level for this one.
Okay.
So I need to think a little bit if Felix has something.
I wanted to see what I could do to try and like make the bucket brigade more efficient, be it by I don't know, spying some of the neighbors supplies and maybe just taking them to improvise a couple of buckets out of nowhere, or honestly just working myself to help try and get more water into the fire.
Okay, it'd be athletics if you wanted to do more yourself. You could try to use diplomacy again. It would be a harder DC because you're repeating it, but to try to just make them more efficient. Or I suppose thievery if you wanted to go stealing stuff from other people's yards.
like my thought was that we used all the publicly available firefighting supplies, but you know, somebody's like planter is a bucket if you think hard enough. I would literally take anything bucket shaped that I can find and turn
Alright.
it into a firefighting tool.
Roll thievery then.
Dirt helps too to put on fire.
Hey, dirt actually helps too. I would dump the dirt out first and then go use it.
Dirt,
to move
sand,
water.
etc. Ooh.
All right, 32. That is a crit success. You use your keen thieving eyes to spy anything that's not glued down that might be useful. And you start directing people to go grab things, potters, things like that, bird baths.
Yeah. If it could hold water, it is holding water in this moment.
All right, that's 3 successes. We need 1 more. Regan, can you do it?
Would you allow me to do a weaker one of these, since I have
Sure.
a level? I have a scroll, I believe, of level 3. Let's check. Just a little weak one. Send it in.
Since it's a weak one, I won't give you the free point, but I will let you do a check, an Arcana check. Will be a little bit harder.
Certainly have like
Just a
7
plus
of
2 on the
these
DC.
spells. I'll find it. I have so many spells. I'm so sorry. Summon undead. I have a rank 1, a rank 2. All right, rank 2.
Okay, use a scroll to summon another undead to try to keep both of them active, and split your attention between the 2 of them.
Yes.
I know it's technically only for a minute for summon undead, but for narrative purposes outside of combat, you can keep them around for a little bit longer.
We're going really fast.
Stretch
I'm trying
just
really
yet.
hard. They're really vigorous because we died to fire. We have to put this out. So an Arcana roll.
Yep.
Natural 20 for 39.
All right, that is
They're
another
going
2
in.
points. With all of your combined efforts, you're able to push the fire back into the house, and like pretty after like over the course of the next like 30 minutes, get it contained and eventually just fully out. Is now just smoldering embers. The upstairs, a lot of the, well, sorry, let me get rid of all the big ass flames.
They
all
were
over the map.
cool.
Okay, and then let me switch back to this. Okay. Fires are all out. Everyone breathes a sigh of relief. A couple other people have kind of shown up to help as people were waking up, and as you were evacuating some people, some of them decided to help. But the upstairs is smoldering. The walls are burnt, but they at least haven't collapsed. It's probably not super safe to like live there right now. It needs some repairs pretty badly, but hey, Don Carlo's house isn't gone.
And I get the impression that he wasn't coming back anytime soon to begin with. His place has gone missing. They were waiting for him, and he didn't show up.
Yeah,
Do you
we should.
need the crowd around, or do you let them kind of?
I was going to say,
disperse
can
once
we, as long as I want to move the bodies away from the crowd. So, yeah, I think if they are willing to disperse, or Felix can keep them
I would
otherwise occupied.
crowd management. Thank everyone for their help. Get folks back to their homes. Return the planters that I stole. Sands that was in them.
Yeah, you can get the people to help return them.
Planters.
Oh, everything expired.
So the Red Mantis, I know are not from nearby. They're like a foreign organization, not local to Corvosa.
Yes. Correct.
And yet they're carrying platinum crowns on them.
Yes, the local Corvosan currency, indeed.
They're rich.
Most likely they were paid in local Corvosan currency, which implies that whoever brought them here was in fact Corvosan locally.
Oh, do you keep this big light on still, or?
Nah, I mean,
No,
we
I
don't
think we
need it.
turn that off.
Goodbye.
And in fact, I think I'm just going to start passing out dark vision potions now that I've got some.
I actually want to take one of the shattered lenses from their helmet and kind of peer through it. Do they have dark vision? Do they have other kinds of vision?
Give me a crafting check.
Question marks.
How do I get rid of the light effect? What is it even on? Oh, is it on Mayhem?
Oh.
I
I didn't know
see.
who I cast it on.
Oh, wow. Okay. Felix, you take a look at these cracked pieces, and you instantly recognize some of these enchantments in here. These masks are Red Mantis helms. And I can put this in the chat here. There are enchantments in here that you don't think you'd be able to activate because they require being a Red Mantis assassin, like praying to their god, a Chekek. But it does look like, at least in the lenses, there are some runes that can be activated to give dark vision or see the unseen. The ability to either see in the dark or look at invisible creatures.
Yeah, I will share that knowledge in that being invisible is maybe not the countermeasure that we have been enjoying to date.
It was either or. Did one actually have see the unseen on?
You could ask them. Oh, wait.
Hello.
No.
I'm like, I didn't see them rolling
Unfortunately-
to miss. So
Well, was the damage done lethal or non-lethal?
Lethal, I believe.
I mean, it wasn't mayhem hitting, but if it was a mental effect or mental damage, it may not have been lethal.
Yeah, it was lethal.
Okay.
their jaws fell off by sheer force.
Mental damage doesn't have a non-lethal trait.
Not
built in,
all
does it?
mental. No, it
No.
doesn't have built in, but a lot of low-level mental stuff will also be non-lethal. But I can't remember
Yeah.
what she died from, so
She died from me electrocuting her. So
Yeah,
she
one got
yeah, then she
electrocuted
definitely-
and one got mind crushed.
brain exploded. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got scanners to death.
Huh. So yeah, had no problem seeing Regan, which was concerning. They have
we don't know that. At least one might have.
these coins do have the face of Eodred Arabasti, so they're recent too. So these are definitely not coins that they had and brought with them for some purpose here. These would have been more recently issued.
Yes.
I mean,
these are
Within his lifetime, I guess.
correct.
And he was old, 50 years. But
Yeah, they don't look terribly old as coins. And the Queen, I don't believe, has done any minting of brand new coins with her face on them yet.
so I do think it's clear from that somebody locally hired them, brought them here to take care of Vencarlo. But why?
He was snooping.
You hear footsteps. Someone's
Why?
running in your direction.
It's a threatening run.
No,
look
it doesn't sound
around.
like a. It's not like a expert ninja run, I suppose.
I was mostly joking.
Grab
about
anything you
that.
think is useful, just in case we have to defend ourselves. But
As the running figure slows down, you catch sight of them. Are you wanting to try and identify
No,
this?
not in the
okay,
middle
you're
of
just
this
grabbing an
this
item. Okay.
moment. I was grabbing.
Yeah, a familiar face comes running in your direction, is breathing heavily as he
That guy.
approaches. It is Eamon Galento, one of Vencarlo's students, who
Students,
you
yeah, that's right.
rescued from a mob some time ago.
The torches.
What? Oh, what's happened? He says, looking at the house.
You had some very rude house guests.
you, I suppose. Were you staying with Vencarlo?
No, he told me to keep watch over it if... I'm sorry, He's like trying to catch his breath. He clearly ran the entire distance from wherever he was to get here.
Come here, sit down. Sit down.
No, I can't. I have to... And he
The house is
pushes
burned.
past
What are you going to do?
I told Vencarlo I wouldn't leave it.
Oh,
and
there was
he-
something in there.
What?
Runs inside.
Oh boy, that thing's gonna collapse on him.
Yep, going in after him.
Okie dokie.
Oh my
my
gosh,
dark
Tully,
vision
you
go?
have no health left.
Well, I'm.
Go, I'm
not
going in
gonna
after him.
die.
He can't go in there by himself. Can't let that happen.
I'll like peek in.
So yeah, the
Well, I
dark
can't
vision
see.
elixir probably wore off because it was like an hour or
Ah.
something. Okay.
So
You need
we'll
light.
just put on our goggles.
Put on your
No, I
goggles.
sent light in with him.
The goggles I totally had last time and decided to use a potion for instead.
I sent light in. It's in.
I'm resuming taking shit.
All
Guys
right.
are gonna get yourselves killed.
I'm following this kid. Can he even see where he's going?
Yeah. As he enters, he pulls out an Everlight crystal from his
jeez.
pocket.
Where are you
and
going? Be
stumbles
careful.
upstairs. Seemingly ignoring you, he wanders up into the now scorched upper room. The dummies are completely charred. The fireplace is dead now that you've thrown water about. I guess the floor is also slightly damp from all the water you've been tossing around. The weapons.
It's not
on
really
the
safe to be
rack
walking
have
on
all been
either, I
removed.
imagine. Ugh.
No, not really. He kind of awkwardly tries to step through everything and into Vencarlo's room. Now where is it? I hope it hasn't. And he's
Where's what?
looking around in the rubble. It was something very important I was supposed to bring to you. Darn.
I open this door here, I guess, to see if I can find anything obvious. It's all burned, though, right? Everything in here?
Yeah, you open the door to the closet, and it's thankfully the closet door took a lot of the brunt of the fire there, and there are things in the closet, clothing, etc., that are lightly singed, and he turns and looks. Oh, there it is. And you see what he's looking at behind the the hanging clothes. There's a painting on the back wall of the closet. It's set in like a steel frame. There's an image of it's now kind of a little bit charred, but it looks like some kind of maybe a person with maybe blonde hair standing in some sort of ice field or snow field. You're not sure. Maybe it's a forest. The detail, it's been a
Damaged
lot of
enough.
it is kind of damaged that you can't really tell what the picture was or who it
Smoke
was
damage
of.
alone. He needed his painting. I'll reach in and
Yes.
try to pull it if I can.
You pull the painting, and with it, a piece of the wall moves.
Ooh.
Behind it sits a large black chest that, despite the fire damage around it, the chest itself seems unscathed.
Not the painting, then. And I'll reach in and pull the chest out for him.
It's
This
heavy. You need to carry it with two hands.
both hands. Yeah.
Drag it out. Oh, thank Desna. But perhaps we should talk out, or I don't. He seems a bit confused.
Where have you been staying?
I've been staying at my home down the street. And Carlo told
You
me
mind
that...
if we head over there? Would that be okay?
Of course, yes. Please do. And
we
he'll
will-
follow you outside. I'll just drag you out.
Yeah, just carefully maneuvering on very damaged floor. Ugh.
Hopefully, spell. Goodbye, spell. Meanwhile, outside, were you trying to identify anything else out here?
Yeah, I was, casually looting.
I was
As you do.
watching.
I was inspecting what this weird bright blue potion was, what this weird alchemical bomb was.
Sure. Give me,
Just to name two things.
yeah, go ahead and click the little identify button so that I may attempt to give you
I have to put them back to make the identify button come back. One moment.
Oh, does not appear there. Okay.
No,
I
no.
don't know
In
how
my
this works.
inventory, they don't have a button. Oh, there they are.
Ah, okay. Request item identification for this. Yes. Here. Please choose an option. Arcana, nature, religion, or cultism to identify this potion.
Ooh.
It is a bright blue potion inside of a vial. I think both of them had one.
I believe you have named 4 things, which are all 10. So let's choose occultism.
All right. Is it a blind guess?
Can also help as well if you feel unconfident.
Yeah, I would sort of be just mystified by this, and I would hold it up to you and like, what do you think this is?
Squint. I have misidentified stuff before. Let's go. Yeah, it's a mystery. Woo.
Cool. Now I'm gonna click the occultism button now,
We both try and figure out what it is.
and it says blind.
Okay. Yeah, you both look these potions over, and with the two of you working together, you are able to identify them as potions of flying.
Ooh,
Sweet.
with full confidence.
Well, maybe I wouldn't drink it and then jump off a cliff or something. But
I am so
They grant you
adamant
a
after
flying
all
speed
that
of
stuff
40
we
feet
drank.
for 1 minute.
cool.
Actually pretty good.
40 speed is solid, yeah.
Yeah. There were also some weird alchemical bombs, and considering something rolled beneath my feet and started a fire, I have a hint about what this might be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to make you roll that. I'm not sure why I marked that for identification, but it's a moderate alchemist's fire.
Yeah, that's what I smelled. That's what started all this. Figured.
Yeah, clearly they used it to grease up the upstairs to set it on fire when Carlo returned, but you came in instead.
Then yeah, we'll go through the
armor and
rest
the
of the things with question
sabers.
marks.
I'll
Some
give you
weird
one more.
Ooh.
Okay. Weird shuriken. I'm pretty sure
Alright.
the sabers are just nasty.
Give me a crafting check.
You want me to help?
Too late. Press button.
No, he's already got it.
Yeah.
These
Like
shurikens have blight burn resin on them.
Ooh.
Oh, by the way,
I was going to ask about that. Thank you for light burn resin.
Yeah. Hi, Mayhem. As you're coming down the stairs, I knew I would forget about this, and I still
Good thing
forgot.
we're here to remind you.
You take
Stop. Mayhem.
23 points of poison damage.
Is this persistent?
It's once every round.
Ow. Do I?
So you
Ow.
feel that injury where you got
Hey,
cut.
I'm on
the
last
cheek.
stand level.
You made it. Why don't you all roll initiative again? I guess.
Oh
Good
god.
lord.
Drink a potion.
Mayhem.
I don't have enough potions to keep me up if this is going to keep going. I will be dead very quickly.
Well, maybe the poison will leave your body when you die.
It didn't last time.
That's true.
Well, I mean, if I die, not going unconscious, unfortunately.
Oh boy. I can treat.
Given that we now know what the poison is it possible to treat it?
It certainly can be. Regan, your initiative is 30.
Somehow, yes.
Yeah, just down the stairs,
Okay.
suddenly staggers into one wall.
Yeah,
as
Mayhem.
the poison
Somehow
just
you.
hits and courses through. Ugh.
Yeah, the adrenaline has kept the poison from coursing while you were so excited helping deal with the fire. but now that things have calmed down and you're carrying this chest down out the living room, suddenly it just hits you. That sting, you feel it in your cheeks, where that shuriken cut you, and you stagger, you drop the chest as you take that damage. And I guess I'll do this song. Regan,
Do I get
you
a
got
fort
30.
save or anything against it?
Oh,
or
yes.
am I just...
Yeah, you get your fort save.
Okay. I don't know if it'll help. It might just make things worse. 27?
27. Save. That is a failure.
Cool.
You're at stage 2.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what that means.
I have one potion that it will not be enough.
You should drink it
Regan.
anyways to buy time.
Do I have any?
It will not be. It won't do anything.
Poison.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
as Felix is like looking at the shuriken, he's like, "Oh, Blightburn resin," and you both look at each other and then look at Mayhem, who's like stumbling out of the doorway.
That guy's gonna die. I don't think I can treat.
It's out of order, but you would see me running into my bag to grab something.
Oh, that's probably good.
Guess who's going
I
unconscious?
think treating poison is like
in a few seconds.
different, like an upgrade version of something I have that I don't have yet.
Is it
Yeah,
treat
there is
condition?
a treat poison
Yeah, there's a treat poison
action.
Oh, there is.
Yes.
Well, I feel like I should. Oh, there it is. Blah blah blah. Okay, creature. Okay, well, I should probably. We're not in battle, so would it just be normal healing, or are we in a
This
battle
is-
for his life?
This is a battle for his life because this poison
Okay.
triggers on a round by round basis, so he doesn't have much time.
Okay, so I straight up can't battle medicine him anymore, unless it's been over. What was your? No, I can't. No, you have something with battle medicine.
I think it just makes me easier to heal. I don't think it gives anything
Okay, it
extra. but
doesn't
I'll
give you like
check.
an hour immunity.
It does actually. It gives me. It makes me temporarily immune to that battle medicine for only 1 hour instead of 1 day. You're correct.
Has it been an hour?
It has been an hour,
I feel like I will.
despite this poison supposed to be triggering 1 minute later.
I know. I was like, I'll do like.
Whoopsie.
He's got the good blood.
Ooh, but I have my cool. Well, it doesn't matter on him actually. I was like, I have my baton that makes it an hour, but I will heal first and then try and treat poison since that's a single action, and we'll just
Okay.
keep trying. Hello. I am a doctor. Not really. Okay. That looks like a heal. 31 crit success, 35 healing.
Okay.
With you.
I will take that. That will help. Thank
Will
you.
help.
Yeah, you whip out the medicines, some minor
Mhm.
anti-plagues, and start rubbing them on the wound.
And then I will try to treat some poison. He's gonna attempt spread a poison. Attempt a medicine check against the poison PC after you attempt to treat. Can't try again until the next time that creature. Okay, I can try a round. Ba, 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 roll a 15. Let's go. That would be a 28.
28. That is a failure.
This is rough.
This is a very strong poison.
Fuck.
Can I do that again, or can I only do that? Oh, I can't do it until the next turn. You're right.
Oh yeah, you can't do it until
Yeah.
the next turn. Correct.
Hmm.
All right. Mayhem.
Oh boy.
Let's look in my bag.
Let's drink the one potion I have on me.
Why were they using fire when they just had this?
I have 1 potion on me. Don't know why I don't have any other potions on me right now.
I have.
All right, you heal 2 from that elixir of life.
And,
Minor.
yeah.
Great.
Do I have anything else against poison?
I
I
think
don't think so.
Oh, doesn't that give you a? Doesn't elixir of life give you a bonus against
It's a-
poisons?
bonus. Oh yeah, against diseases and poisons, an item bonus to saving throws.
Like
So
one.
it's not bad. That was actually a good call then. Thank you, Felix. And yeah, I think that's all I've really got. So we'll just go to the end of the
All
round and
So
try and save.
it is upgraded to 76 poison damage for 25.
Ow.
And give me another fort save.
And this does include Elixir of Life. Bonus.
Hey.
That is a 31.
That is a success. You're back to stage 1.
Ah!
So you were in stage 2. You're
You feel a little
bumped back
better.
up to stage 1. If you can succeed one more time.
I mean, yeah. I just had to get a 16 on that. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Felix,
but-
it's your turn.
Maybe you need a 15 on it.
I have
Maybe.
a healer's toolkit. Can I do this check? I don't normally. do
Yes, you can
healing
also
checks.
treat poison. Yeah.
Yeah, I would rush over and try to treat poison. I can't quite do the entire like fancy battle medicine thing you did, but it feels like this is the important thing to try. I'm figuring out how to get a button that lets me do this. That a button?
You can just roll medicine skill check.
Okay.
That should effectively do it.
It doesn't have
good
the
number.
+1, but that's
That'd be
only a 28, and it's
28?
probably
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a success, but not a failure or critical failure. Oh, so it's not a critical failure, so it doesn't no negative effect. Top of the round, Regan.
It's me. I'm reading all my healing stuff. Actually, this
If you got
doesn't have
potions,
anything.
I can use potions.
Yeah, I'm like, this has nothing to do with Mayhem, and it's not important to anyone but me. But I have an Aeon Stone that lets me heal 1 HP every minute.
I dump some potions into you with the remainder of my actions.
So am I like full health now?
Oh, does it need to be activated at all? What's the Eon Stone? I
Oh yeah,
forget.
what is it? When you invest, it slowly starts healing your wounds, restoring 1 HP every minute. The resonant power, which I can't use, grants you resistance to one to void damage.
So it's like 60 HP.
So yeah, you would have 60 additional HP over that hour that you spent fighting fire.
Cool. I feel great. Mayhem feels bad. Thank
Yep.
you. But I will be helping, trying to.
Frequently a problem.
What's wrong? Eamon is like at your back, trying to like hold you up as you were kind of staggering and falling over.
You wouldn't happen to have like any poison, like anti-poison stuff on you.
Me? No. I don't.
Okay.
He's
That's
actually wearing a nightgown currently.
All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's got some.
He might just carry some with him all the time. Maybe he's super paranoid. Who could
Okay,
say?
let me do the poison.
Yeah, it looks like he just woke up and ran over here.
I let him know. Tully got hit with a shuriken that had Blightburn resin on it.
Medicine check.
It burns. Quite unpleasant.
This is homophobic.
It's another attempt
gonna
to
use-
treat poison. It's a 17.
And I have a. Yeah, I
Want a
don't
hero
want to give
point?
him. Yeah, I don't
Please?
want to give him like whatever that is.
The crit failure.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't want the crit failure. Let me try again. Hold on. There it is. A natural
Hey!
20 for 35.
Yeah, 35 will crit succeed. So
Feel pretty good.
plus 4 circumstance bonus to your next roll.
Maybe a 12.
Oops.
And I have potions, which I just dropped them. They're crappy potions, but they're helpful.
Well, I'm going to chug one of these moderates, or 2 of these moderates.
Yeah, I'll drop some stuff. Here's a.
You do still have to pass those one at a time.
Oh, I'm just putting them on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Is that all right? Wait, I can do it one at a time on the
Sure.
ground.
You, yeah, one per action. You can
Okay,
take
let
out and put
me-
on the ground.
I will do, since that was one, Okay.
But yes, it is Mayhem's turn.
Mayhem attempts to heal himself with the potion that Felix gave him
It's
and
over
gets a
there.
decent amount of healing.
Yeah, 25.
All right. Maybe we
So
can
that's-
survive this next round. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else additional, so
Choke
I
off a bit.
pick up this potion just one at a time. It was take, drink, and pick up. So 3 actions. Okay.
Yep. And fortitude save. I guess here's the damage as well.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I love these dice though.
They're cool.
Talk about that.
26 points of poison.
You're doing okay.
Don't like pressing this button
Gotta do it.
because I get a 4 and then that all goes to waste. That's why I don't like pressing that button. But
Yeah.
nothing I can do.
Can I
That's
give
a
my
23.
points to me?
No, you cannot give your points to Mayhem.
Damn.
Not how
Chat's
that works.
trying to give you hero points, but it's not working.
They're poisoned. Everyone's poisoned.
All right. You're still dying. What that puts you back at stage 2. Welcome. Welcome.
Mhm.
Felix. I think
Yeah,
you do.
I'll roll
okay,
my
treat poison.
yeah
We may just
my
have to heal
medicine
through
check.
this, and I'm going to be very annoyed if we do.
Yeah, you know that if he can survive 6 rounds, then the poison should have run its course.
Oh, that's great news.
Yeah, you two know that. Mayhem doesn't. He just knows he's poisoned. He doesn't know what
don't
Lightburn does.
worry.
You can
If
just
it doesn't
feel
kill
it's,
you.
like your entire face is like burning up now. It feels like you're like just getting immolated. 21 is a failure, but not a critical failure. On the
How many actions do I have left at that stage?
2 actions. Treat poison's only 1.
Okay. Before all of this chaos happened, I was getting I pulled a wand of soothe out. That was like one of my last combat actions. So I have that in hand, and I'm gonna cast that soothe.
All right.
It's not gonna be the biggest spell, but something.
Roll the heal.
Hey, 9 points is 9 points.
Roll first rank. Every point matters.
At this point, yeah.
Regan. Top of the round.
This doesn't have. I have a scroll, but it doesn't say how many actions it takes to cast restoration.
Takes
I
the
think it's a
same number of
10-minute
actions
cast.
as the spell, which is in this case it's a 1-minute spell.
Oh, it's 1 minute. Okay, that's
Yeah.
not gonna work for us. Never mind. Yeah, it just didn't say have the action thing. So how long could this take? All right, so oil on life here. Not gonna help us.
He's not undead yet.
We purify his blood with this spoon. No, let's see. All right, I guess I'm just helping with the poison some more and dropping some. Oh, this is rough. Okay. I have to
You can also
spell-
feed him the potion directly with. You can draw
Oh,
a
yeah.
potion and administer the potion with 1 action.
probably do that after I try my. Ugh.
All right, that's the
Hey,
medicine
that
check.
would be
31's a
31.
success. So +2.
Helping you, and then I will. Well, I have a potion, and I'll feed him. What is this? The minor one? Yes.
Yeah, you can go and just roll it yourself.
I'm gonna do that. Right.
Draw a minor potion and feed it to him after you've placed a couple
Oh,
on the
get
ground.
one.
Hey, one's
1
one.
point of healing.
Here you go, buddy. Feel better.
Try to pour it in. It like dribbles down his cheek or his jaw. Mayhem.
Grab another potion. Well, I have one in hand, so drink that. Heal a little bit. And grab another potion, then drink that.
This is so rough.
It
All
is
right.
going to be like this.
Just
gonna
chugging
be rough.
every
How many rounds
potion
is
you've
this?
got.
3?
Every potion I've been handed, we're just going through them, apparently. So,
Yep. Fortitude save with a +2.
okay. With the +2, not the suit.
And
The
I guess
suit
I'll
doesn't go
do your
here.
damage first.
Damage jump scare.
27 points of poison.
Let me see here. So, hey, a 37 from a natural 20.
He
Does that
lived.
get me
Hey.
out finally?
That does get you out. A critical success. You swallow the potions and like cough. You like clutching your chest, breathing heavily as the like your whole body burns, but you like close your eyes real tight and just try to like last it out, and then you feel that heat simmer away and release.
Ow.
Ooh. So we're gonna use these shurikens, right?
Sure. Especially if they're that painful.
Jeez.
I think I'm okay now, but God,
That's good.
Damon.
I was worried.
let's get out of here for now.
Let me pick up my stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eamon will come and pick up the
Okay.
trunk. And follow me, and he'll lead you down the street.
Regan, you want to grab a body? Let's not leave these sitting in the middle of the street.
Wizard has to grab the body. She tugs a bit.
Okay, so you're taking the bodies of the Red Mantis with you.
Yes.
We will not be
wait.
leaving behind.
Oh, we got ant haul. Yes, let's go. I can help.
You
I'm
cast
hauling.
ant haul on yourself so that you can carry the bodies with ease.
So easy.
Where's my
My
Corvosa
max
map?
health is 17.
Oh, I forgot to actually copy everybody. We're doing that. Let me do this, grab them, copy, switch maps, back to Corvosa. There we go. These guys here. Okay. With following Eamon, you go down the road to his place.
He's so shiny from that light.
Oh yes, from the Everlight Crystal.
Beautiful
You
golden
follow him
man.
through the night, the early hours of the morning now, and reach his house. It's a nice looking home. He's clearly got money. And he unlocks the door, ushers you in, looking behind you to make sure that no one's following, and then closes the door. Please, sit wherever you like. And you see he's got like a nice dining table, and he sets the trunk down on top of it. I wish that we could have seen each other again on better circumstances, but I'm glad to see that all of you are all right. Or all of you are all right.
Luckily.
Same.
Yeah,
Barely.
barely.
Do you-
These...
We found him in his home. They were apparently waiting for him. Has he spoken of them being a problem before?
I'm not sure who they are, but Vincarlo did say that, well, he seemed worried that something might happen to him. He refused to explain what exactly, but, well, I guess a few days ago he told me to leave the academy and stay at home, for a few weeks until he returned, and he told me that if he didn't return by next star day, that I was to go find this chest and bring it to you. He said that you would know what to do with it.
Mayhem looks at the other two. To us?
Oh, to you, actually, he says, pointing at you, Mayhem. He said if I couldn't find you, that maybe I could bring it to the Script and Scrimshaw. But I guess you're here already, so I suppose I've done my job.
Do you know where Van Carlo went? Like, I know he was cagey, but did he like imply he was leaving the city, going to another part of town?
I didn't think he was leaving the city. He hadn't packed or anything, as far as I could tell. He said something about meeting with an artist of some kind. He told me the address, so I wrote it down somewhere. One sec. And he, like, walks away to, like, a desk and starts shuffling through some papers. Oh, yes, here. And he comes back. And written on the paper is an address for somewhere in Bridgefront, by the water. So just the kind of lower and slum district of the Narrows. He said something about meeting with some artist that he knew. I'm not sure who it was, but he also said that maybe you'd be interested in the address if anything were to happen to him.
Impressively prescient.
Indeed.
Is the chest locked?
Yes. You look at the chest, and it has some kind of locking mechanism. And there's clearly a spot for a key or some kind of key-like device. It looks a bit maybe too thick for a normal key. But there's also a number of various symbols and kind of like rotating dials. It looks almost like a puzzle of sorts.
Ooh, puzzle box.
Not exactly the puzzling sorts, but could mess with it a bit. Probably later, though. Unless, did he seem to think this was vitally important for what is going on right now?
Well, he seemed to care a lot about it. He said I should retrieve it at any cost, even if I were to come to harm.
Oh. Really?
Whatever's in there, he thought it was deathly important.
Then if that's the case, if Regan, you can give me a hand, Felix, if you two are probably smarter than I am.
He also said that if you were to open it, I should not be there. I'll go on a walk, I think. I don't want to make him upset.
Very well. Oh, come back in here, and he passes over his timepiece. Come back in about 15 minutes, and we'll let you know if you need to go for a longer walk, but hopefully we should be done.
Sure. And he takes it, admiring the quality of the timepiece, and will grab his coat and exit the room.
Glad he had the presence of mind to take a coat.
That is smart. That is smart.
He's still wearing his
Cool night
nightgown, but
What do you think, Regan?
What do I think? Is this like a thievery thing or a brain teaser?
so you can either do thievery to try to pick the lock, or you could attempt to do society or a relevant Corvosa lore to try to figure out the puzzle of the lock.
Ooh. I've got the thievery approach if we want to go that way, but if you have the other ways, might be interesting.
Like,
Not particularly great at either of those. I'm
if
okay,
I
but not great.
societied it and failed, would I just like not know how to open it? It
Yeah, you would
wouldn't be
just
like
not know
I
how
would
to
try-
open it. Yeah.
Okay, I would actually like to try society first because that sounds kind of fun.
Can I aid Regan's society
Yeah.
check?
Yeah, same
yeah, go
here.
for it.
We'll all put our brains together.
Yeah, and if not, we can go the thievery route.
Oof. 15 total.
That seems on brand. though.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Hey, 15 from Mayhem is a success for a +1,
damn.
and 25 from Felix is a crit success for a +2. I'll stack it here, so you get +3
Oh. Nice.
as you all puzzle over the lock together.
Sweet.
We puzzle through the puzzle.
That part's
Give a
pointy.
little
That part's
society
not pointy.
with
Ooh.
a 34 total.
Ah, okay. Well, the three of you working together, you realize pretty quickly that the like symbols depicted on these various mechanisms appear to be various figures and events from Corvosan history. And they're a bit abstract. Not all of them seem to line up perfectly. Like you see a just like a pictogram of like a girl with a halo, and you making some connections, you realize that must be Saint Alica, the girl who sacrificed herself in the Great Fire of Corvosa to save a bunch of people. And you realize that you should pair that with the image of the fort of Fort Corvosa, which is, you can just barely make out some little fire marks on it, indicating that's when the fire happened. And it seems to be like basically just this history puzzle of sort of piecing together all these different events over time. And this does take you 15 minutes at least. It takes you a full 30 minutes. So Eamon comes back, knocks on the door, checks on you. You tell him that you're not done yet. He says he'll come back later.
Boy,
So awkward.
he's doing good.
We need to borrow your house so we can do stuff in it. You need to leave.
But eventually you are able to get the lock done, and as that like last little symbol clicks into place, the box lid slides open, and there's like an initial compartment where all that's sitting on it is a single letter. And then you realize you could like pull that compartment out and then see what's underneath it. The letter appears to be addressed to sorry, find the letter. Where'd it go? On the outside of the envelope, it says, "To the pupil I never taught."
I guess that's all of us.
I was gonna say it would kind of be all of us. It sounds like a Regan thing, but we'll open it and take a look. Read the letter.
Okay. Tully, or rather Mayhem, you unfold the letter. Inside is, very neatly written in fine, clear, cursive handwriting. To the pupil I never taught. Should this letter ever find its way into your hands, then I fear the worst has come to pass. For his own safety, the boy who brought you this chest knows not what it contains, nor why it's being sent. It was inevitable that this stubborn old fool would fail to choose a successor in time, but I assure you that it is not a decision I take lightly. I used to think a hero could be formed from clay by a skilled hand, the rough edges smoothed by the experience of a master. I spent years training countless students, and yet for all my effort, so very few came close to meeting my expectations. Grau Soldado had the skill. The missing fingers on my sword hand can attest to that. But he lacked the drive. Where I thought I would find passion, I only found rage, frustration, and despair. For all his talents, I could never steal his spirit, nor teach him true grit and determination. Sabina Marin, on the other hand, had both the skill and the drive, but what she lacked was vision. I strove to teach her the shades and colors of the world, but she is a woman of black and white. Placing blind faith in authority allows her to absolve herself the sting of doubt. Though I do not doubt her honor or her drive to do good, she is unwilling to question authority or even herself. A champion without the capacity for self-reflection is nothing more than a zealot. But you, my friend, when I first heard of your search for Gadron Lamb, I thought of you as nothing more than a masked man on a quest for revenge. The same story as Soldado, whose passions burned out so quickly. But I was wrong. The brazier still burned bright in your heart. Your fight continued. When I met you in person, your eyes were much like Marin's, blind to the truth, willingly submitting to faith to shield your heart. But unlike Sabina, I could see that seed of doubt spreading into something more. When the time comes and you are face to face with the truth, I don't believe you'll look away. You will know what must be done. In truth, I had hoped to have more time with you, to teach you stories and the skills of my forebears. Time to guide you into the role I believe you were destined to fulfill. But this letter is proof that there is no more time. The quarantine has begun, and I have taken every precaution I can. I do not doubt that I do not know if it will be my enemies or the blood veil that will ultimately claim me. But I pray that I will have at least left you enough of a trail to finish what I could not. And so, with a heavy chest, I humbly ask that you accept this heavy chest, with all the curses and the blessings it entails. Though I hope that you continue this great tradition in the service of our beloved city, I understand if you wish to forge your own path. Should you choose to don the mantle, you must swear to fight corruption wherever it may hide, to provide aid to the downtrodden, to never willingly harm an innocent, and of course, to keep this identity a secret to all but your closest confidants. Should you decline my offer, I ask that in time you seek out another worthy of the name. If Corvosa is lost to us and that task proves impossible, then please destroy this box and its contents and lay our mortal legend to rest. Do not allow the tools of justice to fall into the hands of the unworthy. Whatever path you choose, the future is in your capable hands. Let trial and tribulation be the teacher I could never be. Trosker et ep Sturk. Fidelity and strength. Blackjack.
Well, that's confirmation.
So they're not gay together? They're just the same person.
I think that is in
Regan
fact the
does
case.
say this out loud, by the way. I was
You open
They're really
and
close.
look at the remainder of the contents. You see a very beautiful, well-made rapier, an array of daggers, a variety of tools and accessories, and all of the clothing and accoutrements needed to become Blackjack, should you choose. And I will leave us there, as it is
Yay.
time to end the session.
Yay
Thank
for
you, everybody,
mayhem.
for joining us. Well done. You
That was exciting.
saved the house.
Oh, this would have been so
I-
awkward if he died of poisoning. Holy
Did
shit.
you ad-lib the fire thing? Because that was on point. Genuinely was like, yeah, this is a problem. We need to fix this now.
Nope, that's all part of it, baby.
Oh, okay.
I mean, how you deal with it is up to you, but yeah,
Sure.
there's a variety of ways this can play out.
The fighter until he couldn't help himself.
But yeah, that'll do it for the evening. Thank you for joining us. If you liked this episode, then check out all our previous episodes on youtube.com/thirdaction or in your favorite podcast app of choice. We also do these things live on Mondays at 7:38 p.m. Pacific time. And we keep doing them whenever we can. And we'll be back some other time, eventually. Maybe next week, I don't remember.
Hopefully
If
soon.
not, the week after. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good night.